Welcome, welcome, one and all, to this free-for-all brawl. Today,
Nani?
all the players are going to fight each other.
Hold up. This
shit.
wasn't in the script. Excuse me.
Hold on. No,
How are we
I'm
supposed to
here
fight
for this. Hold
Darcy?
on.
We can't see him.
What?
He's
No.
camouflaged
He is.
or something. He's just invisible.
I don't know. He's, I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't know about this guy. Like, I think he's cheating. That's like wearing a pillow to a boxing match. Like, haha.
You know, there's an added secret to the hoodie that I'm wearing.
Tell me.
Oh, that you're not wearing
Noctia has
pants?
been wearing it, so it smells like Noctia.
Aww.
Oh my god.
That's cute, actually.
nice.
Now you're gonna be
Forever-
wearing it, so she's gonna have to smell you when she puts it back on.
The reason
Maybe
I'm
that's
wearing...
the plan.
Maybe.
They take
Um,
turns and just enjoy each other's musk.
Well, actually,
am
mine's
losing.
an avocado one, so it's green, and it wouldn't play nice with the green screen. So
Oh, that's
that's
fair.
the real reason.
That's fair.
What? Wait, what have you done, Pablo? he's put sunglasses on the
Abor's on a
train.
on a mission.
That's kind
I love
of
it.
great.
It's brilliant.
I tried to flip it so I could be pointing at you, Josie, but it just did not want to flip.
We're not flipping here, but what we are gonna flip is some announcement. Cuddly, do you want to tell us about this month's charity work?
I would love to. So this month we are supporting Agenda. I've been working on that. A gender agenda, and you will see it pop up if you go Pride. Ta-da! You can go right there, and you can go straight to a donation link, or whatever you donate to us. We're going to be donating the profits at the end of the month. The profits at the end of the month. Yeah, Agenda is really nice. They teach people about gender diversity. They do a lot of education. They give resources to those in need, and they also help some humanitarian laws. They push for those. They help them get passed, basically. So yeah, they do a lot of stuff, and we're happy to support them.
We are, and
We are
we've
actually.
already reached a point where we've broken through our monthly payments and more than doubled it. So there's definitely going to be maybe not an exponentially massive chunk of donation, but there will be a donation nonetheless, and we're very happy about that. And that's thanks to all of you out there. And there will also be later this month what we call the Big Pride Game Day
Yes.
is the work in
That's the running
work in
title.
progress.
Yes.
That's the running title we've been using. Where we're gonna have a little charity drive where you will be able to use donations, gift subs, bits, and such to mess around with us as we're playing a game that is yet to be revealed. Stay tuned, folks. And then I believe that Roju also has some news for the people.
Do I?
Yeah, what have you been working on in the background, Roju?
Oh. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, it's not done yet. I was going to keep it under wraps for a little bit more, but yeah, the podcasts are on the way. So if you like the D&D, but you want to listen to it on the go and you don't want to watch it and you just want to listen to it in a podcast format, well then great news for you, because that is on its way. I've been working on that this week in the background, and it's slowly coming together. And I can't give you a time frame exactly yet, but when it goes up, pretty much everything will be up to date. Basically it'll be matching YouTube's cadence. So once the YouTube episodes are up, you'll be able to listen to it in podcast format very shortly after that, essentially, is the plan. Yeah.
Do you like D&D, but you hate our faces? This is for you.
Oh my god!
So that would have been that's the much better pitch. Yeah, that.
I mean, honestly, that's probably the best way to advertise it, because I know, half of my regulars watch the D&D streams, but they do hate my face. So that's probably a big plus right there.
Yeah, we won't point any fingers, but we will name names, Balvi. But I think that's all we've got for now. Stay tuned for the big Pride Game Day, and stay tuned for more news about the podcast. We are only 6 minutes late, but still, I think, Roju, it's time to roll the clip.
Oh.
Beyond the Rend lies the free Seedom, ruled over by strained alliance of King, General, and star-sended Gavintel. Our journey is one of display to showcase the ingenuity of the lands of iron and steel. First and last entry in the ship's log of the Mastodon. Last week, the party entered the Scrapyard Strand and found it a strange place, labyrinthine in its ever-changing design, and finding it difficult to see what was actual trash and what may hide the secrets of tunnels within the dunes. Eventually, they were guided by the locals, and they ended up in front of the Scrapped One. He questioned their motives. Why were they here? What stake did they have in this game? What was their plans? He pointed out that his was already well in motion, and he was going to enact them regardless. He insinuated that the group should probably leave the city if they didn't want to get caught in the crossfire, and then allowed them to leave. But not before, in one way or another, sowing little seeds of animosity with all the members of this group, proving himself to be maybe more clever and well-adversed with technology than Tinker, having some form of connection to the Changer that Mirelle questioned, being a sorcerer herself, having some connection to the magic. There was a tenuous, not quite confrontation, but a battle of wills and intent between the Scrapped One and Forest regarding knowledge of Eobard's current location, and a full-on clash of beliefs with the Trish, who simply saw this man, this armored figure, as evil. The group left, headed back to investigate the bracelet that had been swapped out on Trish's arm, figuring that it was sending information still, but to someone else. They went to the Bulwark, and before too long, Captain Harald was summoned, a conversation was had. Turns out, somewhere outside the city of Hague, beyond what could be recorded within the magical logbook connected to the bracelets, someone was casting dangerous magic and having it recorded within Trish's original one. The group has been offered some pay if they can go and retrieve not only the bracelet, but possibly even the person who took it. So as the group leave the bulwark, that's where we're gonna come to.
Right. What's our plan?
We need a plan.
Well, if we're going after shady characters, we absolutely need a plan.
I was just going to go there and get it back.
What if they don't want to give it back?
No, it does not matter. I will get it back.
But yes, but the act of getting it back will require a plan.
All right, what do you suggest?
Oh, well, we just go and beat them up and take it from them.
See, this is the same plan.
No. Mine has an extra step. It explains how we're going to get it back. You're with me on this, aren't you, Trish?
Trish just looks at you silently and goes, "We're going to beat them up, not kill them."
Well, we'll see. That's the part of the plan that you can't figure out.
Tinker, you do get more money if they are not dead. You know that, right?
Oh, well then knocking them out it is.
Well, they might just give it to us.
That's true. We could try asking first. I find most people tend to give me what I want after I, do a bit of nibbling.
Well, it didn't belong to them, so
That's right.
they
And a
should
couple
give
of
it back
toes
to
is
Trish.
Well, yes. Trish, would a couple of toes be good in exchange for the bracelet?
No,
No. You're no fun.
I don't want to be fun. I don't like this little venture we're going on. Seems like we're just going to end up killing someone again. We always seem to kill things.
Well, and don't kill things.
I don't want to, but every time Tinker's around, somehow someone dies.
Hold on, how is this my fault?
I don't know. I
The
never
leeches
killed
have
anyone
people
until
be
you got
eaten.
here. I never killed anyone until I met you.
Oh, you're talking about those thugs that we met outside the city.
You labeled me a murderer. No.
And so you have met thugs before.
Of course
so-
I've met thugs before.
Do you think these are the same people?
I don't know, maybe. Can't really tell until, we see them.
All right. Well, we should probably get there before they go somewhere else.
All right, well, follow me. I know where we're going. Maybe.
Do you?
Does he?
Tinker knows his directions. He's pretty on point. with
we
that
did
sort of
we
stuff now.
did get told
Where it was, yeah.
where it was, right? Yeah.
You only found out that it was east of the city, and to leave through the southeastern exit.
Would put
Right,
us
well, I
out
guess-
in the closest spot. All right.
Yeah, Tinker will lead them to the southeastern exit.
Let's
Trish
go.
is gonna be at the back, but she's constantly gonna be looking around for any danger.
Okay. Well, as you're walking through the city, Trish, why don't you give me a perception check?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I'm still looking for it. You'd think after 3 years of playing, I would know where it is. Hey,
You'd be surprised how
I am
often
the
it's hard to
same.
find those things. Yeah.
Ooh.
is it
Oh,
working?
Oh,
Is it-
you.
yeah, you
Nice.
you rolled 3 times,
You're
but
really
the first
and,
one
and
wasn't.
it's just kicked me out of it. Dang it! So I'm back in.
Okay, it's fine. Your first one was a 22.
I mean, let's go with that.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I will say that you keep your eyes out. You're still moving through the city, and if you're heading like pretty much dead set towards the exit you were pointed towards, at one point you end up passing close to the scrapyard strand, and you swear you see movement upon the hills and dunes, and like little twinkles of light being reflected in your direction. Just maybe someone is keeping an eye on you, or maybe they just generically have lookouts around their little part of the city.
Okay.
You all may have a berth around the soot spill this afternoon. It is starting to wake up. This part of the city is just now. People seem to be having breakfast. But you can also smell, like, as you pass, there are heavy, musty perfumes mingling with yesterday's alcohol throwouts and vomit and also sickly sweet baked goods. It's like every time you inhale, you get a different something.
Disgusting.
Oh, I've always not liked walking through this part of the town.
Is interesting.
So many times you walk through here.
Can't they just throw up all in one place so it just stays there?
I do not think that is. You do not know when it is going to happen. What if you had to walk like 3 blocks?
Well, they should learn how to have perfect control over their gag reflex. I've had to learn.
Not everyone has acidic vomit.
No, which is why I had to learn. It's not hard. You just need to spend several days trialing and erroring. The error part is quite the cleanup, let me tell you. Normally I just like dig a hole and then just, it just all go in there. But last time I dug a hole, I caught a Trish.
You did.
Oh.
I did.
Were you gonna vomit in that one too?
Possibly. Not with Trish in it.
No.
No. I might be a little, well, you know what I mean, but I'm not that far.
I don't know what you mean.
I do not know what you mean.
Well, that's for you to figure out and me to keep on the nose.
Mirel does know what you mean.
Forrest does not know what you mean.
As you arrive by the gate, you see that there's still very much a security check set up, even though this is a different one than the one you entered through the other day. The line leading in is definitely moving slower than the line leading out. As you come up near the gate, you are placed in line. Doesn't take long before it's your turn, and a guard simply asks you, do you plan to return to the city? Is this a temporary excursion, or are you leaving for the time being?
We'll be back.
Just a day trip, hopefully.
Just a day trip. All right.
Possibly just a couple of hours.
Okay, I see. Try to be back before dark. We might have to close the gate, and it might be a little bit harder to get back in, just so you know.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Yes.
If you guys have closed up shop, we'll find our own way in.
Please do not.
Oh, come on, it was a joke. It's not like I could just, continuously...
Yes, no,
sit at the
it
wall
was a
and break through
it was a wonderful joke, but people have tried, especially recently.
Oh,
And they
really?
tried and failed or tried and succeeded.
Well, the thing is, we can't really know if they succeeded. So we have to assume that they did. But
Sounds
some
like you need a
failed.
better investigator.
I suppose, or less people trying to break in.
That would work too.
Yes. But all of you, yes, have a pleasant walk, I suppose.
Oh, it will be pleasant for us. Possibly unpleasant for others.
Thank you.
I don't like this these ominous commentary you bring with you.
Oh, it's
should
just
I be
kobold
concerned-
humor. It's kobold humor. You wouldn't get it. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit of mine.
Come on,
I'm sorry.
let's go.
It is just what he is like, as they like usher Tinker away.
And you head on out through the city. You walk across a couple of agricultural fields where various things are being farmed. There's different types of grains. There's flowers for oils. There's also definitely some form of livestock being kept, but they seem to be further north. And you walk through this, just looking around at these pretty fields, and you see almost everything that grows here has a yellow, orangish, brownish tint to it. Even the wildflowers all seem to be mostly on a sepia spectrum of colors.
Are there any cabbages being farmed?
Cabbages?
Yeah.
Make a nature check.
Let's go.
Thank you.
That is a 9.
9. Tinker is very, very curious to see if there are cabbages around, until you realize you don't think you've ever seen a cabbage.
That would, make it a little bit difficult to identify a cabbage.
Yeah, like you definitely read about them. You know their visual description.
But they're green, and everything here is like kinda, as you said, it's got a bit of a tinge
Yeah.
to it. It's not, so it's like, he's looking around, he's like, no, nothing green. Guess there's no cabbages.
Yeah, in this forest specifically, everything just looks a bit off in the color. A couple of things that that like, oh, you're not supposed to eat that if it's yellow. Everything's yellow.
Everything looks weird.
What do you mean?
Perhaps it's a city, but everything here looks kind of off.
Well, that's not a nice thing to say about my
Tinker takes in smog.
It's all that pollen.
Yeah.
You breathe in too
Sorry,
much sepia.
Choked my own spit there for a second.
Oh, just like
I thought you
Tinker.
had to get
I feel like that was in
Come on,
character.
Tinker.
No, that was perfect in character.
Tinker just devolves into coughing and spluttering, very embarrassed that for a split second he lost control of his mouth for a moment.
Oh
He
no,
has
Tinker. I thought you
focus.
dug holes for this.
Ha ha! Very funny.
You can't see it, but you're pretty sure she's smiling.
Yeah. With the sun not quite setting, but it's definitely it's getting there. And you can see it's heading downwards, and even through the fields, you see the wind picks up and it rattles the very stalks and taller greenery. Whatever trees you can see also have this tinge to it, like the colors are ever so slightly more yellow. They shake and rustle. As you walk along this road, every now and then you meet someone heading towards the city. Like there's a little steam-powered trolley comes by, and it's got a large cart behind it filled with straw that's been bundled up. And then it strikes you. You have no more directions to follow.
Yeah, about that. Josie, what would I have to roll
Where-
to make a common sense check?
Where did they
common
say
sense.
the lightning strike was? What was the
But
most
you-
recent ping they gave us?
They didn't have any specific, like, it was too far away to trigger a specific, like, coordinate. They only knew that it was southeast of the city.
Hmm. Hold on, I'm seeing if I have something for this. Hopefully.
Did we get to keep the bracelet? The
No.
fake bracelet? No, we gave
No.
them the fake
Ugh.
bracelet.
Yes.
Ooh. All right.
Hmm.
No, I got nothing. This is stupid.
Did
Well,
they
like-
at least give us like a rough distance?
Well, it was outside what they could, like, see. So, at least, like, about now, you've probably reached the point where it has to be beyond here, but it can't be all too far away, because then it wouldn't be able to, like, signal anyway. And I'm not gonna be the type of DM who says, like, oh, you don't know, you can find them, but I would like you to describe how you want to go about it.
Hmm.
Thinking about the people that we've already passed and trying to think back and see if any of, like, if I didn't think before, but yeah, would any of them have had a bracelet on? Like, would any of them kind of been hurrying or sort of hanging around in a shady manner?
In a shady manner,
shady manner.
make an insight check.
Okay.
While Morel's doing that, Tinker would start having a bit of a sniff around and encourage
Ooh.
Trish to do the same,
Ow, ow,
because
Wow.
we have some developed noses that are better than these humanoids.
Well, Trish was actually gonna look around, make sure there's no one else nearby,
Okay.
and maybe fly.
Okay, I'm gonna point something out that I was gonna talk to you about. If you read on that ability, I don't know why it's available in your character sheet, but you
Yeah, I
can't
don't
use
know.
it till level 5.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, for some reason it's set to be in your character sheet, but if you actually read it, it says that it doesn't start until level 5, I believe.
Just
Which is
level
a
up.
miss. Which is a miss on the D&D Beyond's part of implementing things properly. But feel free to have a read. It might have been level 3.
I'm reading it. It says 5.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, Trish is gonna join Tinker.
Okay.
Because we could sniff around for burning, like, your traces
Yeah.
of burn. If it was
I
a
was going to
lightning
be
bolt.
looking for lightning strike
Okay.
stuff as well, because
Hmm.
presumably it would have caused some damage or
Mm.
scorching or
which we could
something
smell,
more obvious, right?
like
Okay,
smoke or
yeah.
something.
I will say
Odd
all
one.
of you can make perception checks. Tinker is doing a sniffy sniff. And what is Forrest doing? Is he using his tallness to just look around?
I mean, yeah, he's definitely got that going for him.
Yeah, Trish is feverishly trying to flap her little wings, and it keeps distracting her. Like she's trying to see if she can gain any height, but you haven't stretched them properly in such a long time.
No.
Oh no!
Bob and I rolled the exact same natural one. I love that.
Nice.
And
nice.
and Tinker gets down on all fours and starts sniffing, and you're like, "You've got a trail. It smells of something's burning. You can definitely smell it."
It's
And you start-
definitely this way.
Yeah, you start following a trace, and eventually you end up like, okay, it's something heavier. It has to be lightning. And you keep sniffing and sniffing, and eventually you come upon a steaming pile of turds.
I've decided.
Wait, Tinker looks around. Is anyone around him? Like, did anyone follow him?
Well, Trish would be trying to fly following you. Because obviously.
Yeah.
I think Morella's too busy, so she probably doesn't see this.
Seeing that only Trish is near Tinker, it sort of go,
I think I'm going to slow down on trying to show off. This is not working out for me.
Why? Oh.
Not a word, you.
He.
Yeah, you can definitely see Trish like straining herself. Like, you know, when someone is trying to really strain a muscle, you could just see like the face doing little bits of grimaces.
Look, you can criticize my ability to follow scents as much as you want, as I can criticize your ability to fly.
But the thing is, I will eventually be able to fly. You're just gonna end up smelling shit every time. And Trish turns around.
You know what? That's the
Wow.
closest thing you've done to damage to me the whole entire time you've known me.
I got an 18. by the way.
Mirel, yeah, I was gonna come to that. Mirel, you were looking around for any signs of lightning strike. You can definitely almost sense a tingle in the air. You've seen lightning before, natural lightning and magical lightning. Your mentor was more than qualified to cast lightning of this. Even the mention that Captain Harald said that this was like the pinnacle of magical capabilities within Hague seems weird to you. Like, you yourself can't use that level of magic yet, but you've seen more than a couple of people do it, like where you're from Palon.
Yeah.
So it just sounds weird that would be a limit when you've seen greater magic. So you can definitely sense that there's been magic not too far from here. And Forest. Having a sense for danger, like an alertness. Not a sense for danger as in like you like danger, but as in a defensive way, that you're very tuned in to things that could be of harm, especially coming from a very wooded area. The scent of fire or lightning strikes, exactly. So you can smell it, and you can see it was disguised by the powerful winds of the season, the constant blowing, the clouds cover. There's the faintest trail of smoke in between a cluster of trees, a bit away still, but it's being, as soon as it passes above the little bits of canopy that the trees offer, it's immediately whisked away by the wind and dissipated.
Hey, he looks around for whoever's closest.
It would be Morel.
It would be me.
Oh, Morel, I think I see something over there. There's every now and then there's a wee bit of smoke that.
We should follow it. And Morel's gonna look around for Tinker and Trish. Are they still by a shit heap?
Tinker, Trish.
Oh, Trish is already walking back up.
No, we've made our way back.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Follow me. I'm gonna head towards it.
Yeah. So you keep walking. Takes a couple of minutes to get there. It's because it's like, even though you come into a somewhat open landscape, there's still smattering of trees, there are buildings, and there are farmlands, and you have to walk along these and sort of crisscross between fields. And at one point, this smoke trail completely vanishes, but first you've locked on to the position. You're like, almost like he's constantly facing that exact direction. No matter where, like, what direction he's walking, his face is just locked towards where he thought.
Once Forrest has kind of like made that beeline, would Tinker be able to take note of that direction and also be able to clock it, considering he can tell directions a lot easier than some other people? Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you can definitely tell, even by the slight adjustments Forrest is doing, you're starting to almost mentally triangulate where it would have to be. And as you come closer, you all see that there's a lazy little river. It goes in between some of the farmlands, and it passes through a few scatterings of trees, a little knoll there, some boulders, and then you see just over the next hill, where the river sort of snakes around behind it. You can see a group of trees with what looks like an old, overgrown, dilapidated, small farmhouse. It looks abandoned.
Tinker leans to Trish and goes,
That's definitely haunted.
Haunted?
Yeah, haunted.
Grabs a book out. Like this book here.
No,
like
no,
it's very
Trish.
haunted book.
Trish, some things you need to experience yourself. Books
But-
can only teach you so much.
But it always goes bad in haunted places.
And you need to experience that yourself.
I need to experience bad.
Yes. Because then how can you truly appreciate good if you haven't experienced bad?
Oh, look, I might need a friend to bring me in. And starts pushing you.
Oh, well, no, hold on. I didn't say me. No. I've heard experienced bad.
As you're coming closer, Forrest, you can see movement.
Oh,
Someone just walking around. You see someone comes out of this house that doesn't seem to have a proper roof. It's been fallen in. Some of the walls have like fallen in on themselves. Some have bust outwards. And someone steps out and just seems to be lighting up a pipe and is leaning against the wall and just smoking it.
is this the source of the smoke wisps I was seeing, or is it?
No, this is much too faint.
Mhm. The so is it still further past this farmhouse?
No, you think it might be coming from there. As in, like, his pipe is not what it caused the smoke
Oh,
wisps.
no,
This is the location.
Yeah,
this
that's
would be the
what
location.
yeah, that's what I
yes,
meant.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sorry.
That's right. I was like, the pipe is just whoa.
Yeah, I was like, no, this pipe.
Bonfire pipe.
Yeah.
Oh shit! The pipe is actually what is it, like a bottle of endless smoke?
Oh gosh.
what Tinker could do with a bottle of endless smoke.
No.
I'm gonna crouch down, I think, and sort of gesture down to the others. Like,
Crouching? Okay, we're crouching.
Tinker remains full
Crouch.
height. Which is everyone else.
it's about the same size.
Yep.
I think that's that's the spot ahead. I think. I don't know. I can't. Can I see any signs of lightning strike or anything? Or
You can definitely
is it scorch
smell
marks?
it.
Right. Look at that ozone smell.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask very simply. Do you all want a visual?
Yes!
Maybe.
We love visuals.
Oh my god, put it in my eyeballs.
Oh gosh, that's
Oh,
that's a lot of those trees. They
Yeah.
They do be blocking.
they are creating quite the shadow.
They are. They block some visual. I will also say, just for everyone's benefit out there, I just want everyone to know that if you look closely, the trees are rustling and that river do be waving.
You what?
Zoom all the way in, but it is.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
you can see it
I can
move.
see some moving
Waving.
pixels.
Don't
Yeah,
trust the
the-
rustling.
The trees are doing little shakies.
I don't
Trees
trust
are
rustling
hot.
Look at
trees. I fight the trees, Josie. No,
I will say the best way to see it is at the bottom left, where the water reaches the edge of the map. Essentially.
Ah, yeah, there you
That's
go.
pretty good. I zoomed way in. Just
Yeah, I
to
just
enjoy-
zoomed
I
in.
can wait. I can get rustling and waving at the same time right there. Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've got a visual, Trish is gonna.
I still don't
go
see the house at all.
stealth mode. Go stealth mode and gonna start heading this.
Oh, before you move anywhere, I need a stealth check if you're stealth moding.
I am stealth moding, so stealth checking. Self-checking to 10.
And
To 10.
and where is this
Well-
person you said I see?
Over here.
I don't see.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Hang on.
I might have to wiggle my
Actually,
character
let me
to deal
let me
with
do
this
a let me
fog
do a
of
thing
war
real quick.
a little bit.
I'll remove this tree for you.
If
all.
you
Thank
Roger,
you.
if you just highlight no character, you'll be able to see them a lot easier.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. Yep.
Just did a little wiggle
Josie,
to remove some of
Is
the
it fair to say
worst
that
shadows.
half of us are probably behind a tree? Like Tinker and Morel are kind of behind that tree and probably can't really.
Well,
really
Trish
tell.
snuck off, and immediately this person with the pipe goes, "Boss, I think someone's here."
Oh, really? Oh,
You got
shit.
a 10.
Well, if words are that, Trish is gonna do a 2nd level sleep spell on that person.
Oh.
Okay, sure. What's the range?
The range is 90 feet.
Oh shit.
Ooh, that's a bargain.
Okay. Roll those dice for the sleep spell.
Hell yeah.
So it's that, and then a 2d8 on top. So that's that one. So 16, and then let me do the 2d8.
So you're upcasting it.
Yep. So 16 plus 3, 19.
Yeah. This little guy goes like, "Boss, someone's coming," and then he goes to turn around and he falls to the ground. And you hear just some like heavy footsteps, like armored heavy footsteps. And
Armored.
armored?
I like that.
You know,
All right.
someone who
Good
doesn't
joke.
want to get
Good
into
joke.
trouble.
Let me just.
This person almost just steps over the broken wall.
I'm just gonna roll
Oh,
that.
shit.
Oh no.
So
And it, like Forrest just tries to stand up from his squat, and there's just like the rustling. His armor is a lot quieter than usual, but it rustles quite heavily as this person turns around, and you can all see this large emberkin with this textured skin like crocodile leather smiles and says, well, I guess this is what we were waiting for. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll some initiative.
Oh my god, guys.
So
gosh.
does he see Trish though? Because like
Yeah, you've got 10
Guys, I
stealth.
didn't even roll a stealth
I
check
would've-
and you still failed it for me.
The
Oh, I
second
didn't
you see
click my
10,
boy
you
again.
go,
Oh
yeah,
my
everyone
gosh.
can see me.
Yeah.
I will let you know, a 10 stealth pretty much means that anyone that doesn't have a negative wisdom can see you.
okay.
Yeah, because if you think about passive perception, it
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
needs
it's
to be
always
higher
10
than
plus your perception skill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
10 is
Okay.
but
Do-
do you guys want that good stuff?
I don't like that his name is called the Reckoner, Josie. I
Well,
don't like that you've named them scary things.
okay, Forrest, your initiative didn't come through.
I could re-roll it if you like, but I can tell you it's an 8.
Oh, I can see it.
Nate?
It's up before.
No, it's more that it didn't show up
I
in
know,
the combat
It's
track.
because I didn't
Oh.
click my boy because I unclicked him to see
See
more.
Begin.
To
And
see more.
as he turns around and says, well, Tinker, you're the first one to react.
That's
Hey,
right.
Tinker!
Tinker was ready. The second Trish snuck off, and
He's like, shit's
Kinda-
gonna go sideways.
yeah, he mumbles to himself.
She doesn't want trouble, but she seems to initiate it.
And yeah, he's immediately going to. He's going to start trying to flank them while firing his crossbow.
Iron in his laser.
He's going to start firing. So I'm just going to double check that. Yeah, so he's just going to fire his crossbow at the guy that has just stepped out.
Oh shit, you can reach that far with your crossbow?
He can reach. It's a range of 80.
Jeez.
80 on its first increment or
Yeah.
last increment?
That's first increment.
80 and then 320.
Oh shit!
But
yeah,
remember,
go for
it's his special crossbow.
Oh, it's your
Remember?
special crossbow.
It's his repeating crossbow, isn't it?
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's essentially gonna start like running and firing. So let's see if he can hit a little bit better. How does a 24 to hit sound?
24 hits.
Let's go. Let's roll that damage. That is
Good shot.
7 piercing damage.
Oh,
7 piercing damage.
Oh.
Nice. So you
Love
shoot the crossbow immediately. It launches out, and this person is just about to grab like a shield from his back as you chunk him in the shoulder, just under where there's no protection, and goes. He grabs it and snaps it off.
Yep.
Tinker, I thought we were asking first, not. What is this?
Tinker cannot hear you because he has already started booking it.
He's gone, baby.
He's gone. He's going.
He's gone. Bye, Tinker.
He's going
Bonus
crossbow
action?
drawn. As a bonus action, he will. As a bonus action, he will. Smile mischievously.
Okay.
That's free
Jen,
action, baby.
I will let you make a deception check.
Ooh.
Wait, who? Trish? Me?
You
Me? Oh, okay.
smiling mischievously.
Yeah.
Make a deception check.
All right, sure, let's go. Natural 1.
Natural 1. He completely ignores you.
Yeah, that's fair. The crossbow bolt.
But yeah,
Bolt
Trish,
is
you're up next.
Trish is gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers.
Yep. So, and doing
What do you need?
13.
A
Wisdom.
13
Wisdom
wisdom save. Ooh. I don't know about that one, Chief. No, actually, I failed.
Let's go.
So what happens here? The target must make a Wisdom save. On a failed save, it'll take 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me. The creature
Holy
does not
shit.
move into oblivious, dangerous grounds such as fire or pits on a successful save. Target takes half damage and doesn't move away.
Okay.
But
No, he's
there.
gonna run around to the back of the house.
Oh no, wait,
What
he's
is-
running away.
What does Trish whisper though? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is-
Question, what does this spell look like?
The spell doesn't actually look like anything. All you hear,
Okay.
all you hear, or all they hear, is you don't want to fuck with me.
She is a murderer.
she is.
Yeah,
Tinker's
these
clocked this.
the words and actions of Trish are really not.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
He's trying to intimidate, not trying to.
Well, you scare the shit out of this guy because he as you say that he still grabs his shield, but he starts like backing around to the other side of the house. You still have a bonus action and movement.
She's gonna move this way. Oh, what do you mean? This moment collides with at least one wall. Oh, dang it, tree. Dang it, tree. Feet that way. 15, 20 feet this way. What the
Yeah, you can't run through the trees. Come on.
You can do what you want.
Trish is where Trish wants to be. As for a bonus action, she's just gonna go on one knee. Try and hide herself, go half cover or something, I don't know. Does that count as...
No. You you have cover because he's on the other side of a house, but you have nothing that's... There's a little bit of slant there. I'll say it depends. We'll see. You might.
I might. Alright, I'll take that.
You might.
That's it for me.
Okay. Does Dissonant Whisper say he's actually frightened or just that he had to run away?
No, it just said that he had to use its reaction to run away.
Okay. So he didn't have a reaction, and now it's his turn. He's gonna come around this side, run up.
Look at Tinker. He's planning.
15,
Don't worry, I have a plan.
30. He's gonna come around here. He's gonna yell at his buddy like, "Hey, wake up!" And you see his friends are going like, "Oh, what's happening? Oh, what's going on?" Like looking around, his pipe is smoldering on the ground. It might light on fire. Who knows?
Oh.
And then. Yeah, I think as you kneel down, Trish, you see this person holds a hand out and says, "Up, show yourself," and holds a hand up, and you all see like a little something shines. There's a little spark of light underneath the tunic, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All of us?
No,
15.
just Trish. 15. Yeah, you can feel yourself, your entire body almost being lifted up from the ground. Like you have to dig your claws into the dirt to stay on the ground, and you manage to hold off until it lets you go.
Thank God.
Mirelle, it's your turn.
Okay, we are gonna go. Yeah, I ain't scared. We're gonna go as far as I can. Are we? Actually, hold on. I have. No, we're not. We're not gonna be silly, Josie. I'm so squishy.
What? No silliness?
I only need to go to where I can see him, which is like here. There, I can see them both. Would you say they have half cover from those trees?
I'll say the guy behind the corner of the house does.
Oh,
The one who's
that's
currently trying to stand up from having been knocked to bedtime. You could probably.
What if I go there? Still have cover. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm going there, and I'm gonna do a chaos bolt, Josie.
Oh shit! Chaos
Oh,
Bolt.
shit. I'm doing a chaos bolt, Josie.
You're doing a Chaos Bolt.
I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Chaos
It's
is Tinker's thing.
possible. Apparently, it's also my thing. I just can't let you have things. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm hoping for lightning for them, but that's fine. I'd like to go for like a non-lethal finish, but if it
It's
happens,
hard to non-lethal with spells. I'll just put that out there. I might
Yeah.
ask you to make a check later.
that's
If
fine.
you knock someone to 0, I'll ask for like an Arcana check or something to see if you can like hold the power back from outright killing someone.
Yeah. So you know what? She's actually gonna go for the guy who just got up, so that she can hopefully knock him down again. He
Oh,
gets knocked down.
Lovely.
Let's see if I can even hit him first and foremost. Just a first level.
Okay.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably
13?
not. 13.
No, you go to fire off this. I still want you to roll so you can tell us what type of damage it would have been.
Oh, yeah. It would have been. Does it say on there? No, I'll tell you. I'll tell ya.
You
It
tell
would've-
me.
Oh, that's perfect. It actually would have been ice damage. I think she's a little afraid of hurting this guy.
Yeah, so
Maybe she
there's
just wants them to chill.
Mirelle. Yeah, Mirelle, I don't know. How do you cast this spell? Describe to us what happens.
She actually, you know what? She's actually gonna cast it subtly.
Okay.
Because
So
no
just-
witnesses.
It just happens. She's just running along between the trees, and suddenly this ice just splashes against the wall behind the guard who's trying to go
Yeah.
to stand back up.
She just kind of looks at him, and that's when it happens.
Yeah.
That's it.
Perfect. Any bonus actions?
No. just to wait.
Yeah. The guard stands up, Hot Shots 2 style, turns around, sees the eyes like, ah! And turns towards all of you, and he's gonna raise up a shield, and I think he's just gonna do a little cheeky run over here. He's gonna use his dash action to get into the water. It's difficult terrain, and he's gonna start like wading and swimming, like holding his spear up and his shield in front of him, and he's trying to go through this shallow little river. Forrest, your go.
It me. All right.
It you.
Let's see, how far can we get? Not that far, but far enough. How far is this guy now? 45. Probably not worth harpooning him then. I think I don't really have much I can do with this kind of range, so and all that's short range. I don't really have much for beyond 30. So maybe I need to dash.
Because he's a dashing man.
He is.
That'll even get me there. That'll have to do. I'm just gonna. Oh right, measuring.
You got measuring.
Yeah. All right, so dash action to there, and then.
Any bonusing?
I could Shield of Faith, but I'm not gonna right now.
Okay. We're back at the top. Tinker and Trish. Remember, you are with uninterrupted initiative, so if you want to try comboing something, you may.
Ooh.
You could.
Tinker looks across to Trish and tries to gauge what she's about to do.
Trish is fully wanting to put big guy asleep.
Okay, so she doesn't have like her rapier out. She's like sort of like concentrating on the big guy. Like is it zeroing on the big guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. In that case, Tinker will do his own thing. If you want to cast sleep because he's going to move first.
Okay, I'll cast sleep at 2nd level again.
On the big boy?
On the big boy.
Not the one in the river, the one by the house.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make the guy
Just drown him.
My God.
Drish, not do that.
Jeez.
Drish, go and do
Sleepies?
sleepies on big boy.
Big text dump there.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to press that one. So here comes the 5d8.
Yes.
Ooh.
What does this sleep spell look like?
The sleep spell literally, like, let's go. Trish's eyes go real green for a second. Real green, and that's it.
Okay. She the eyes go green. She whispers a few words, does a few quick hand gestures, and I'm gonna let you know he falls asleep.
Oh, so I don't need to do the extra 2d8 for that then?
Well, you would have had to call which level you were casting it before.
I did do level 2.
Okay.
I did say that.
Yeah, then you gotta roll those anyway because you used the slot, second level slot. But 34 was just enough.
Well, plus 10, so that would have been.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So
And-
he like is getting ready. You can see he's bringing out this sword. He's holding a shield, and you let this spell out. The magic manifests, and you can see he's like about to turn around the corner, and as he goes, he just flat on the ground.
As a bonus action, Trish is gonna talk to everyone telepathically.
Okay.
Go climb up now. He's asleep.
Okay. Perfect. Tinker.
Yeah, so seeing this, Tinker is going to... Yeah, so seeing this, Tinker's going to continue his sort of main idea. He sees that the others are going to be like... Forrest is going to be able to sort of engage one of the river.
Mm-hmm.
So he's actually going to run forward, and then instead of running through the water, who would run through the water, especially when it's over his like waist? That's like double, difficult terrain for him. He activates the spring step slops, and he bounds effortlessly over the little creek and lands on the other side.
Nice.
In possibly one of the most graceful movements you've ever seen a kobold do.
Is it a bird?
Was it doing?
His tail going full squirrel, trying to like adjust in the air.
It's doing a bit of a helicopter sort of movement. So, trying to.
I love it.
I love it. But he lands, and he's like, oh, right, and then he just fires his crossbow again
At the guy in the river.
at the guy so the guy sleeping is gonna have cover, isn't he? Like sort of
Yeah,
half cover. Yeah. He'll fire it at the guy who's in the river.
Go for it.
So yeah, that's what he's going to do. That will be a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Let's go. We're going to roll that damage. We'll take 5 piercing damage.
-5. You shoot him as he's walking. He's holding his shield up. He's fully focused on Forrest and Trish and Mirel. They're all in one direction. He's holding the shield that way, and you shoot off, and you manage to hit him like in the side of the ribs, and he's like, oh. You see his blood starts pooling out, mixing with the water as he turns in your direction. Surprise!
This is a kobold going.
Oh yeah, like doing little like half steps to try and stay stable. Anything else? Bonus action.
As a bonus action, he will he's he's going to do a perception check to see if there's any other enemies trying to sneak up on him.
Make a perception check.
Perception is not Tinker's forte today. 11.
He looks around, everything's spinning a bit, but nothing that you can see.
All right, cool. It's all good then. That's his turn.
So the guy's asleep. Mirel, it's your turn.
Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna get a little closer here. Just a little bit. You know what? Yep, okay. I think let's do it. I'm gonna get just how deep is this water, Josie?
At the deepest, it's only like 4.5 feet. It's a very slow, wide, and shallow river. It looks more like it may be part of an irrigation system. So it's not like a full river.
Okay, good. I can't swim. No, I'm kidding. I can get in. I think I'll come right here. You know what? I'll go right to the edge, actually. And I'm gonna talk to this guy who just got shot, and I am gonna try to use suggestion.
Okay.
And let's see. I would like to say. I'm just reading the spell again to make sure I don't mess it up. Yeah, okay. Mirel is going to say, give us the magic bracelet back and come with us, and you will not be harmed.
Okay.
And
I have to make a saving throw.
Wisdom save, and if you get 13, you're good. Wisdom save of 13.
I rolled a 13 on the die, and I have no modifiers. So it is a 13. So he goes, he as he's holding there, he drops his weapons for a second and goes, Yeah. No. And he just like aims his spear towards you.
You said yeah first.
I'm gonna take backsies.
Yes.
He looked a bit confused by that.
Yeah,
comment.
Morel is just. You know what? Actually, wait. Yep. Okay, Morel. After he says no, is gonna sigh and get in the water.
Get in the water.
Get in the water.
Get in the water.
Yes. And that's the end of her turn.
So Mirella confidently steps down into the water. It's the guard's turn, and he's gonna walk, like wade through the water at you, and he's gonna lunge with his spear.
Do it.
Hope you're ready for this.
I want you to do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
What's with Cuddly
Doing
and putting her squishy characters into melee range?
Yeah, I forgot to put on mage armor, guys.
I rolled a natural 1.
Never mind.
That's lucky.
So he goes and he's
That's the
just
spider
about.
DC.
He goes and lunges out with the spear, but the bolt still stuck in his rib cage prevents him from moving properly, and sort of winces. And you have plenty of time to just like dodge. The spear goes way wide, not even close to hitting you. Forrest, it's your turn.
Forrest, very frustrated to see Morel once again wading into unneeded danger.
What do you mean? She's the tank.
I'm saying, am I not the tank?
She's as much of a tank as Rudy was.
There we go. That's the spirit.
I mean,
You-
Rudy could tank things by just not dying.
Yeah.
Like that was his whole thing. He was like, "Yeah, I'll die in the process, but I'll get better."
Better.
I'll get better.
All right. So it's 5, and then it's 10 foot for each water square, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yes.
it's and including the one getting into the water, I assume.
Well, the first one, because you're like half and half, and
First-
you're way tall, so I'll give you that one
First
for
one's
regular.
free. Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So now you used 15, I'd say, because the previous
So
step
it
was
was
half.
5 and then 10, right? Or,
Yeah. So you've walked 15 now.
Cool. And then that'll be 25 to there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And then I think I'm just gonna bop him.
Oh shit, bop him.
Love a good mopping.
Just gonna
Bop
bop him.
Are you doing it unlethally?
I don't know what that means. 13 to hit.
Non-lethal damage. Is
There's
what I
no
was
such
asking.
thing.
There's no. Okay.
I mean,
you
well,
go to.
for starters, just for clarity, there is literally no such thing in 5th edition. It's more a case of when you're finishing off a character, as I understand it, that you can ask to try and do it, right?
We'll run with intent.
Yeah, but he's
So what? But
He's
no,
not going
I will say
down, but
13
yeah.
doesn't hit.
He's a
13 doesn't hit. So you
Tiny
go to
little guy.
swing, and this guy manages to hold up his shield. His arm almost stuck in a defensive position over his head because of the bolt. So he manages to maneuver it, and the fang strikes against his shield.
and I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Death Wish Morel
Okay.
here.
Death Wish Morale. What does that look like?
I think I gave it more of a description last time, but I can't remember exactly what I said. But essentially, it's like a vaguely shimmering sort of second skin that kind of like emerges out of the person. He'd only
Okay.
done it on himself previously, but this time he's just like. Yeah, the intent is not for himself at the moment; it's for someone else. So,
Yeah.
It's sort
so
of just-
Can I see it?
hey,
Can I see Shield of Faith on me?
yeah, it's listed as a shimmering field that is
Ooh.
that appears and surrounds a creature of your choice. So, so yes, you would be able to perceive it on yourself, like if you were to look at your hands or anything. But
Yeah, cool. And I know it comes from like, oh, interesting. Yeah.
yeah, you kind of see you see Forrest look very intently at you for a moment before it appears. So yeah,
Is it a look of worry or disappointment?
A bit of both.
yes.
Yes. Wonderful. Is that it with your turn?
That's yeah.
Okay, so we're back on Tinker and Trish. What's the plan, you two?
Tinker again, very intently is focusing on Trish to see what and take cue from her in her turn.
Trish is probably going to move as close to the water as possible without getting in it. Looks over at the broken guy there that's being him up by Forrest and Morale. Just by looking at them, can I see if he's very hurt, little hurt, standing strong?
The guy in the water?
Yeah.
He's about to.
Yeah, he doesn't look great.
Alright, so on the way past, Trish goes, now, don't kill him. And sort of looks at the water and somehow just goes, Tinker, it's all up to you to tie him up. He's only going to be asleep for a minute. And yeah, she can't go any further. She's not going to.
She's refusing to go in the water.
Wow! Leave the main boss dude up to the tiny little kobold.
Wow.
That's great. Tinker rolls his eyes and goes, "Oh, if you want a job done right."
Well, Trish has just moved 25 feet. She can't really go any further.
I mean, you could dash.
You could dash, yeah.
Oh.
If you're not going to use your action anyway, you can dash.
Play your character. You play your character.
Yeah, Trish is going to try and avoid the water.
Okay, fine. That's fine. That's okay. It's not like Tinker can actually get to the other guy or anything anyway.
Can you not?
You've got 10 rounds to get to him. You're fine.
That's
9 rounds.
2 has already passed.
7 rounds.
Alrighty. Tinker will. Seeing this, he rolls his eyes but internally agrees that is probably what Trish wants, and it is her bracelet that they're after. So he decides that is right. So he will dash, and he will. Let's do this. So
remember, you can only move in 10-foot lines at a time.
That makes sense.
You've
I've
got
got to roll a
on.
DC 10, don't I? So I'll make sure I don't fall over. Is that right? Yep, DC 10 acrobatics check.
Yeah.
So I've got to roll a 10. Oh, let's go. Alrighty, he stays.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
So 10
He's a spring
in a
master.
line. So he goes,
10 lines at a
Boing.
time. So he splashes down into the water.
and then boing.
He
Wait,
jumps out of the water.
Can he go diagonally?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
that would have been one boing.
Okay, that would have been one boing. Cool. And then he goes another boing.
Boing.
And then he goes a third boing.
So that's your movement that you've
Cool.
boinged.
And he boings a second time, boings a third time, and then boings.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So that is his movement and action. And as a bonus action, he will get a. Ooh, actually, does he have a rope? That's a good question, Darcy.
That's
Well,
a great
You
question.
destroyed my rope.
I
Sorry.
know. I'm just one. He just.
I got it. I got you.
Does he not have a rope?
I got you.
Because normally you have like an adventurer's pack or something like that,
Yeah,
which contains a rope. He doesn't have even that. He doesn't have a. Oh wait, no, he does. Oh, he does. It's right there. Okay, good.
A roller coaster.
He pulls out a rope, and as a bonus action, he pulls out a rope and he starts mentally cataloging the best knot that he could possibly tie to keep this guy tied down.
Okay. Wonderful. And Trish, you don't want to do anything else with your turn? You got an action, bonus action.
Actually, Trish has got 5 feet of movement. She moves back 1.
Okay.
Tiny boy versus boss of group. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool.
Reckoner still sleeping as Tinker is currently eyeing him up, measuring out how much rope is needed, what kind of knots to use.
The Reconator doesn't know, but Tinker is giving him a hungry look.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
He's gonna put him in a big friggin' cell.
Surely
Mirel,
Trish won't
it's
miss
your
a toe or
turn.
two,
It's
right?
me. Oh man. For some reason, I thought it was the guard in front of me. No, it's me. Okay.
Don't kill.
I know, but it's just so hard.
You gotta do the pigeon sound if you
Oh,
wanna.
Yeah.
You gotta say, "Don't kill."
Oh,
need is
'cause
you
I
gotta
very
take
much could, but I guess I won't. Fine. All right. I am going to just try talking to this man. No, I'm not. I'm gonna throw a net on him.
You're throwing the net.
I would like to throw the net, Jesse.
The net.
The net.
The entire
Is that-
internet.
Is that wait, hang on, that's a name. The net. Right.
No,
net.
it's just a net.
Oh,
No,
it's a
just
net.
a net.
Okay, right.
Remember when I was
worried.
like, I threw a net on that leech, and it was like, oh, this is fine.
Uncaptured. What am
Hoping,
I gonna
hoping the
do?
same thing works for people.
Yeah, yeah. I will say though, is that a ranged attack to throw the net?
Oh, it is 5 feet. No, sorry, it is a.
Oh, it's a melee then.
It is a range. No, you're right.
Oh, then you have disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want disadvantage. I'd rather just step back and take an attack of opportunity.
Okay, sure. You can do that. Forrest is
Never
like,
play the game differently, Cuddly, please.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
you're leaving. Okay, well,
And then I'm gonna throw
I'm gonna
it.
roll an attack of opportunity at you.
Do it.
But
Do
you
it.
not just disengage, or
No. This
No,
is
not
way
if you
better.
wanna.
This is
Not
way
if you wanna
better.
use the net.
I want to
for-
use the
for-
net.
yeah.
It's
Okay, I
fine.
rolled like shit. 10 to hit.
It won't even hit. It wouldn't even hit
No.
before the shield.
He
shows.
can't turn around properly. He's got Forrest bearing down on him, like trying to push down his shield, and he goes to turn around but doesn't in time. I am going to ask, what is the passive perception of the team?
That's
13 for me.
good.
13.
Yeah, 13.
12.
13?
12.
13. Everyone's 13?
No, I'm 12.
Oh, everyone's 13 except for Trish. No, Mirel. Mirel is 12.
Morale is 12.
Yep.
Sorry.
Mirel is a 12.
Morale is 12
Yeah.
out of 10, baby.
Yeah, baby. Okay, hold on. I gotta roll a thing. Don't worry
Surely
about it.
all the hidden
Oh.
enemies rolled a 10 for stealth. Like,
I'm worried about it.
Shit. Yeah.
Why do I see you measuring?
Something definitely. I will say, Trish and Forrest. Something seems weird. There's like you're in the middle of battle, but something just gives you an off vibe suddenly.
I'm too concentrated on my net, guys.
Yeah.
Got this.
18 to hit. You throw the net over this guy. Does he get to make a saving throw, or is
I
it just
believe-
he's stuck?
He is. Oh, that's not my net. That's my suggestion. That's awkward.
I suggest you
let's
get a better net.
Look, it does say bludgeoning damage, but it doesn't actually give me a chance to roll any, so I don't think damage is. Let's see. A large or smaller creature hit by a net is restrained until it is freed. But
Okay,
they could maybe
this
take
guy
a-
is restrained.
They could make a
Oh.
DC strength of 10 check if they want to. Or
Yeah,
they can
on
deal
his
5
turn.
slashing damage. Yeah, on his turn.
Yeah. Okay, anything else you want to do on your turn? You've got a bit of movement and bonus action.
Oh, well, then I'm just going to step back up here.
Yeah.
Hello.
I will say, having specifically Forrest, having waded through this water, observed the guard who ran into the water, Mirel is moving unimpeded.
Oh?
Yeah, she's moving full speed in the water. Almost like it's moving away from her.
he's a mermaid.
The guard who is currently restrained, he's gonna do a silly billy with disadvantage. He's gonna chuck a spear at his friend.
Wait, what? Hold up.
Wake him up. Oh my God.
Tinker just stares at this man, like going,
What the actual fuck?
With the disadvantage, I miss. I throw my spear.
Oh,
It clunks into the wall
Oh.
next to
Oh my
instead. And
Why are
then
you doing
he is
You missed.
and then he's gonna drop his shield and say, "I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed." Forrest, it's your turn.
Yes.
This guy is now stuck in a net, unarmed.
Trusting
Okay.
it.
I guess I'll. You said there was something else. There was something like that we're getting weird vibes. Could I?
That was the fact that Mirel is not
Oh.
halted by the water.
Oh, so that was all that was. Okay.
I thought there was someone else coming from the. Yep.
Well, maybe both.
Mm.
Oh, I don't like
Well,
that.
we throw out a few
smile.
more active perception checks.
Yeah. Hold on, is this everyone that's here?
Yeah.
I feel like this guy's surrendered too easily.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he looking particularly like? Is he looking particularly bad? Because I don't feel like we've hit him very much.
You can make an insight check if you want, or a medicine check.
Maybe he's like me. I'd cry
I
if
think
I got.
I think I'd like to
ribs.
get a vibe check on him rather than going medicine. So if I could do insight.
Okay. Yeah, if you do insight, I'll tell you more about his current dispositions and his
Tell me
wounds.
all about him.
He has the forest has never seen this look on a person before, or maybe he has, but he hasn't been able to connect what it is. But Mirel, you also like see this, but Forrest, you're looking at this person. You've got your stature looming down on him. You got the fang ready at a moment's notice, and he just sighs heavily, like holding this net, and he's just like, he looks like he has surrendered. Like he's got no fight in him whatsoever. Whatever reason he had to do any of this, he's just given up.
All right. So yeah. So it's not a ploy. So,
Okay, that's good.
It's not a ploy. He's got big I don't get paid enough for this vibes.
Got it. All right. That's good
Oh,
enough.
Fair.
relatable.
Fair.
Hashtag relatable.
So I'll keep the shield on my arm, but I'll sheath Fang and I'll pull out my rope, and I'll just
Fasten the net, I assume.
fasten the net around him. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starting with by tying his hands, obviously, and then binding him up. I'll checking with Morel for guidance as well, because I don't know how many times I've tied a person up. So
Yeah, well, she would have tied a boat up, so she would tie him like a boat.
she'd know some mariner's knots, which are pretty good.
She would use
so-
those.
Yep. So that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll bind this man for prisoner transport.
Yep.
And that's where we're for now gonna end that combat, because he is tied up. He is not resisting. But I'm gonna ask a Tinker to make me a sleight of hand check.
Uh-oh.
The DC is not very high. I'm gonna set it at a 10.
I roll.
This is to try to tie this guy up without waking him up.
Nice.
You got 11.
Nice.
You're fine.
Okay. What would I have to then roll to tie this guy up hog style? Like we're going to affix him to a long stick and carry him like a pig on a stick.
My God. Athletics, because he's much
Athletics?
bigger than you in full armor.
He is
There's going to be
pretty
a lot
big,
of heavy lifting.
Yeah, this is true. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. But I feel like you know, because his armor's an armor of magical strength, right? Surely I could tap into that and use a charge on that armor to
What does
assist.
your armor say you can do with it?
It allows me to add my intelligence modifier to a strength check or strength saving throw. And
Athletic is a strength
based
check.
on strength. Yeah. So I feel like Tinker.
So it would, you could roll in athletics and add your intelligence modifier on top of it.
Yeah. So there you go. So I will roll athletics. So instead of a -1, I would assume I'm going to get a +3. So we'll roll. So it's actually the roll was 16. So it's actually a 19.
Oh shit.
Well, that's pretty
Oh
good.
shit!
God, you really honked at him.
That's a pretty So as you all come wading up out of the water, Forrest is carrying this guy who's now tied up in a net,
Yeah.
or like pulling him behind you,
Right.
and you come up and you see this person still sleeping, as there is a system of knots and hoops and loops all over this individual's body. And you just see Tinker carefully threading the last end of the rope through all these various loops, and then pull! And the guy wakes up as his entire body's like forced together into this really stiff position, like, oh! What's happening?
With that, Tinker twangs one of the ropes, and what the reverberations, it starts off small, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it gets to a rope right next to a cheek, and it slaps him in the cheek.
Oh!
You got tinkered.
And Trish actually turns around and goes,
Oh, hey.
to be honest, I am actually quite impressed by him right now. That's some good work.
You said tie him up, and I tied him up.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever been tied up this well.
Well, I learned a few things in the... Well, that's a story for over a campfire.
Okay,
Now, what are
Now
you doing
what?
here?
oh,
Tell me or I'll...
And he indicates to the rope again.
look, no.
Tinker twangs the rope again.
Yes. He, like he takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage, I
Is
guess.
it emotional damage though? Is it like pride damage?
Trish sort of yells out from over the side of the river. Maybe
Oh,
we
yes.
should look for the bracelet.
No, this guy can tell us.
And Tinker twings another rope, and it slaps him on the ribs.
He goes, ah! Well, this is not nearly enough to make me say anything.
Oh, okay, I'll get out the acid then.
Oh,
No, wait, no, I want to try it.
we're not
Let me try.
torturing.
Tinker is rummaging in his backpack.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try a suggestion spell again
Okay.
on this guy.
Yeah.
Same shtick, and she's just gonna, because I'm assuming you said we're kind of all over there, like Forrest is over there too, and we're all over. Anyway, she came to see what was going on. Yeah, so she will kind of kneel down next to him and go, "Look, we do not have to be enemies. You can just tell us what we want to know. So tell us what we want to know, and we won't harm you."
And while they're talking, I would like to just start the process of like removing all of their items and disarming them to make sure that they can't pull
That's
any
fair.
fast ones.
I'm gonna say with the whole debt and Shibari situation going on, getting their armors off will be pretty much impossible. But you can
not necessarily
definitely get
armor,
their
but-
weapons. No, but you can get
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
weapons and items and such.
Yeah.
What is your spell save DC for that suggestion?
It is still 13. Wisdom.
I got an 11.
Okay, well, yeah,
Spell the Banes.
spill the beans. And
Yeah.
it's gonna last for 8 hours, so yeah, cooperate with us. We won't hurt you.
And yeah, no, he says, "I'm just doing a job.
What's the job?
I was told to swap out a bracelet, get it outside range, and start cracking some spells. And if anyone comes looking, take them out.
Who hired you?
I don't know. Boss
Really?
man gave me the job.
Boss? I thought you were the boss man.
No.
But you're that guy's boss.
Only for the purpose of this job. And you can see the other guy stuck in the net says, Grior, shut the fuck up.
Oh, don't worry, I'll hog tie you in a second.
And you just hear Trish going, "What is he saying?"
You cross this water if you want to know what he's saying.
No.
No. Does he have the bracelet on him, Josie?
Yeah.
Okay,
does.
it is there.
Yeah.
Found your bracelet.
Is anyone else at this house with you?
This house? Nah.
Other houses?
I mean, back in the main house, there's a bunch of people
Oh, where is that?
in the city.
Well, do you have an address?
No, I'm not really the. I haven't put it to mind. I know where it is. I can't tell you the address off the top of my head.
Where
Tinker
is
pulls
it?
out his little notebook and goes,
Describe the outside of the house in perfect detail as you remember it.
It's brown.
Tinker draws a generic brown house.
Got it.
That's beautiful.
This is the
Tinker,
book.
that is not going to be enough.
I know. I thought it was funny.
It was funny.
Tell us how to find it then.
You go into the city, in the soot spill, and you look for the really big door.
Tinker reopens his book.
How big? My height, his height, her height?
Bigger.
Then
All
him? Combined?
Yeah. No. Wait. Are we counting width as well?
Only if you truly believe it needs to be.
Yeah.
Tinker then draws a very rough sketch.
The big guy, if he were to lie down, that's how wide the door is.
Okie dokie.
Tinker draws next to the house. He draws Forrest, then Morel standing on Forrest's shoulders, then Trish standing on Morel's shoulders, and then Tinker balancing.
Not
various-
quite that high.
Oh, that's right. Trish isn't with us.
He scribbles out Trish. He doesn't like erase it. He scribbles it out, and then sort of like draws himself in Trish's place, and then draws Forrest lying down. This is the accurate measurements that he's using, by the way.
Yeah,
To describe the height
love
and
it.
width of this door. And then he draws a big arrow pointing to the door, and then snaps the book shut again.
Got it.
This little guy's so smart.
He
Damn
is.
right I am.
How do you think he tied you so well? How did you tie him so well?
Let's just say you don't learn that in a book.
Is there anyone else around here that we should be aware of? Any friends of yours?
Nah, they left.
Where'd they go?
Home, I think.
Home
Back
to
this
your
big
main
brown
house?
house with the big
Yeah.
door?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We need you to come with us to
Oh.
answer some more questions.
Okay.
But we should help him walk because I am not carrying
Oh
him
no,
the whole
I've got
way.
that.
And
Oh,
Tinker starts pulling some ropes, and the guy's legs. He kind of starts ratatouilleing the guy. Tinker's just standing on his
I don't
shoulders.
like this. I don't like this at all.
I do not
You
like
don't
that
have to
either.
like it. This is happening.
Oh, this is awful. This, please.
Tinker did not take his backpack off either, but his
Forrest.
Yes.
Grabbing their equipment, they both had a shield. One of them had a wooden shield with some metal banding. There's also the spear that's stuck in the wall. This individual that's now currently being ratatouilleed was wearing
Tinker
actually
Tooie? I think
a
that's right.
full suit of plate armor
Oh, nice.
Oh.
and had a long sword and a pouch full of various little powders and herbs, as well as a small book, like almost chained to his belt.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You also find a note tucked into his shirt.
All right. Hold on, I'm just quickly throwing all this in the backpack. So I got a long sword, I got a spear, I added what I
Two shields.
presume is going to turn out to be a spell book, and a shield. just a standard shield.
And a note, convenient note.
We love a convenient note.
Okay. I open it up. Does it have any pictures?
It has a few pictures.
Oh,
Ah.
It has pictures of what looks like a large mountain range with something that looks like a star falling. And then there's a picture of a young lady holding a hammer that's glowing. And not really that many pictures, like once every 20 pages.
Lots of writing.
Lots of tiny writing, even.
tiny writing.
Morel, could you take a look at this for me?
Yes. This is the book, right? Or is this
the note?
Oh, it's the note.
The note.
Yeah, the note was what I wanted to look at first.
The note is written in common.
Okay,
And it
I
says-
can read that.
It says in a very neat cursive handwriting, like someone who doesn't need, lines on a page to still write on lines.
Wow, imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Never been
and
me.
it says replace the tracking bracelet of, and then there's a quick description of Trish's disguise, of what Trish looks like with the illusion on. And then it says, use with unlicensed magic outside the city, await instructions and payment.
Oh, they haven't paid yet. Bugger.
Instructions and payments.
Does Morel read this note out loud, or?
Yes, she will. She will say, it looks like this is what they were supposed to do. And she will read what Josie just said.
Tinker twists the rope to force the guy to look up.
Tinker.
Tinker.
Have
What?
you been paid for this job yet?
No.
Damn it.
And he
How do you
releases
get-
the rope so that he can look back at his normal.
It says await instructions and payment. Await here.
Yeah.
Are you guys still near the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
If you want to know, you get your tail over here.
By now, Trish is like looking for the most narrowest part of the river.
So they were coming back and you were to meet them here.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of what time that would be?
No.
Ah,
Probably tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, I'd guess.
In the morning, in the afternoon. What time do you like to do business?
Early,
Early?
before sunrise.
I don't know if we should wait that long.
I do not think so. I think we go back, but we have more information.
I
Did
don't
I
have
hear you
prisoners.
coming back? I went across the whole way over
Tinker
here.
starts maneuvering the rope so he gets Tinker Tuied over the water towards.
But oh god.
Ah! Ah!
But yes, I would also like to give the book with the pictures to Morel as well.
Morale. All right. I will definitely safekeep that. Probably flip through it as well, but maybe when we're on the other side. Tinker. Morale wants to really quickly have a glance in this old abandoned house, which she's pretty sure is just abandoned, but just in case there's anything left over.
Yeah, it's
then-
you have a sweep inside. You can make an investigation or perception check if you
let's
want to.
So I will. I'll go investigation. 14.
14. You look around, and the only thing of note you find is on a piece of old rock wall, pretty much the only still standing part of the structure, there is this really fresh scorch mark.
Ah, okay. Okay, she will make note of that. And you know what? She might tell Tinker too, since he makes great notes in his brain.
Oh.
He is the note keeper.
And
she would
that's
just-
good because Darcy doesn't make notes, so I'm glad we
Yeah,
can just ask for Tinker's residual knowledge.
All right, so scratch mark on the side of the. Well, okay, cool. No, we should head back over. I think poor Trish been over there forever.
So what's been happening the whole time?
Oh, well, this guy, and Tinker, like, forces the guy to wave. This guy
This is very uncomfortable.
well, you should have thought of that before you messed with us.
You're not torturing him, are you?
Yes, they are.
No, I'm not.
I am not part of these.
We don't torture.
You're
How
a
else?
group, right?
Either we carry him back.
Don't you condone the actions of your friends?
No, I.
You be
encourage
quiet,
them.
I
Twang.
honestly don't know what he's doing.
Are you doing a twang?
He's doing a twang.
A slap twang?
The slap twang to the cheek.
Don't
Yeah.
do it. Oh, no.
Okay. He immediately goes, "The fuck am I doing?" And he is going to make a strength check to try and break out of the ropes.
You broke the spell.
Whoops!
Sigh.
What did you roll on your athletics check? 19 total?
Yep.
Okay, shit. He starts straining against the rope. You feel
no,
yourself losing control, but he's still stuck. But he's get off me! And he's
No.
just going to dunk himself completely in the water with
Oh,
you.
no.
I'm gonna ask you to make a strength check to hold on.
Tinker then again engages the power of his magical armor
Okay, shit.
That's a good one.
to turn his -1 into a +3.
Mhm.
Yep.
So that is actually a 13, not a 10.
Okay, well, I got a 20, so he
Uh-oh.
managed to, as you impact the water, he pulls himself free. He's still impeded by this whole rope cage situation, but he starts almost like half swimming, half wading through the water.
Come back
Downstream.
here, you. I'm just going to go and try and take over this situation and just hoist him.
Yeah, if you go that way, I'm gonna take over your guy. With
Okay,
the net
then I
on
need
him.
an athletics check from you, Forrest.
Sure.
As Trish can see, Forrest is about to do it. Forrest, make sure you get really good grip on him and gives you some bardic inspiration.
Oh, all right.
Ooh, there
I'll
we
use
go.
Yeah, you have the
What's
bardic
the-
inspiration.
Is it a D6 for yours?
One
or-
1d6.
Cool. So it makes it a 14 athletics.
Oh, yeah, great.
But look, my
you,
carry, I can lift over 1,000
yeah, but
pounds.
he's actively resisting. He's not a
Oh.
floppy loose thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's being a pain in the ass.
But you still, thanks to that bardic inspiration, you managed to wrestle him. Like he's trying to almost swim away. Use the very faint flow of the water, and you start wading up towards him, and you catch his feet and manage to pull him back.
Oh god, just like vaguely waterboarding him as I try and pull him out.
Yeah, and he's just kicking like, "Look over me!"
No, stop that. Stop that.
I'm going to actually.
Oh, if that
ask
other
you
guy
to
gets
make a
ideas.
Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Oh,
Yep. Con
What?
save.
What?
19.
19.
What was
Okay.
the
Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, that's great.
Thanks.
As he says,
is it great?
"Let go!" There's another glow from underneath his armor. You take 4 points of thunder damage as the water around him just explodes upwards.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh,
what
But
was
you're
that?
still holding on to him.
so he's got the
I'm gonna-
bracelet.
I'm gonna-
Okay.
dig under his armor for whatever the heck that was.
Hmm.
It was glowing.
You go in, you shove your hand in, and he's squirming,
No,
and
stop
he's
it.
trying to resist.
Stop it.
And you eventually yank out this little pendant made. There's a copper hammer with some small little inscriptions on it.
Hmm.
Oh. Is this what you were doing with the thing?
He doesn't say a word.
Right.
seeing this, Tinker comes on
No.
over. Sorry.
Morel,
Hmm.
could you have a look at this? I think he zapped me with it.
Yeah, if Morella's close enough, she will take that and have a quick look.
Okay. It looks like an amulet of a hammer.
All right. Any investigation or perception?
Depends
or...
on what you're trying to do.
I want to see if it's like a focus, basically.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'd like to use any residual rope, and if there's no residual rope, some rags or something, just to gag this man.
I want to gag this man.
Gag this man.
I will say it's easy enough to find something to just shove in his mouth.
While you gag him, Tinker will get right up in his face and give him the crazy eyes.
Please don't acid on his
whispers,
Right. You're going to be a good boy now. Otherwise, I'm going to start biting. And you will not like it when I start biting.
and he uses the tip of his tongue and gently licks this guy's cheek.
Tinker, what are you
I'm gonna
doing?
ask you
Don't test him.
to roll a damage roll for your acid spit.
God, stop hurting. He's gonna die, man.
As in, do you want me to roll acid splash or?
Yeah, roll the damage for an acid splash.
That's max
We'll,
damage 6.
Oh yeah, shit. So even your gentle little lick on this individual who's currently, as he's being gagged and someone's telling him to be a good boy or there will be biting. I don't like this.
Roll an investigation on what's his safe word.
I don't like this at all. Yeah, and you like lick the side of his cheek, I think you said.
Yep.
And there's this immediate burn mark on his face, and he winces away from it. You've seen, Mirel, items like this before. You don't use foci like this. But there are some people who do. This channels external power.
Oh, okay.
You yourself channel your own power outward. This brings power from somewhere else and lets a person utilize it.
I see. And she will, since Forrest gave it to her, she'll kind of have that look and then say, yes, this would be the cause of the sparking.
I
And
saw
the
it make it did a light.
It did a light. It would do a light, yes. It looks like it would do a light.
Right, you and Tinker, and Forrest kind of just like slaps the top of Tinker's head.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
You
now he knows
need to behave yourself. He's already tied up.
He is not going to resist that, is he?
I don't want to hear it from you. You're on thin ice after you broke my bed.
Okay. That's fair play.
Now let's get these back to our good friend Harold.
Yeah. As you lug these two individuals, one on each shoulder of Forrest, you start heading back. Start walking. It'll take you some time, and the sun is slowly setting. Eventually, you see the city gates ahead of you. Forrest, you can definitely tell it's dinner time. Yeah, as you're carrying these people, one on over each shoulder, you're just walking towards the city. That's where we're gonna take a little break.
The hunger noises.
The hunger noise. The
I
noise
can't
is
believe
hunger.
we got Tinker licking people up in this joint. I can't believe this.
I'm so happy we did it without killing them.
I just followed the dice. The dice were saying tie him up like a hog, lick his cheek, ratatouille him. I don't know. I'm just doing what Tinker wants to do.
You know, that's fair. I respect that.
Yeah. Last Pen asked a good question though that I answered in chat. but I'll answer it. So, how scratchy is Tinker's tongue? It's actually quite smooth. Having acid for saliva kind of, unfortunately, has damaged his taste buds. It is. I'm making it canon right now. Tinker has very muted taste buds.
I feel like Laura also has a good question, but I'll leave that one for you to answer.
I've already answered that one, but I'm not going to answer that with voice. If you want to know more, those of you listening to the future podcast, you got to tune into the streams.
Oh my god. But yes, we will be on a quick bio break. We'll be back here shortly, everyone.
Go.
See you, Spoon.
Beep, beep.
Bringing dice back.
Bap,
Yeah.
bap, 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 bap.
We're gonna
Also,
be rolling
Grior's safe word is mommy.
Mommy.
I didn't even roll for that,
Who
but I get
hasn't
to know
heard it,
anyway.
but yeah.
Well, how are we doing, everyone? Do we just want to jump in? Do we have any questions?
I think all the
Hey,
questions that
Vicky.
people had were answered.
Answered.
Answered, yeah.
Answered. So, do you want to just jump all the way back in?
Why not?
Let's do it. Wait, before we jump in, don't forget that this June we're raising money for a gender agenda. And you can do that by going to the About Us panel and checking out the links there. Or you can look at Nightbot, who we hired specifically for this purpose. We pay them exactly $0 to type in our chat. Or you can just go straight to their website. Or you can donate to us, and we're giving the profits to a gender agenda.
And just in case you're not Australian, you didn't really understand what she said. It's a gender agenda.
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 They knew what they were doing when they picked
Oh,
that
they
name.
knew.
They knew.
They knew.
They knew they were throwing every Australian out there. with real thinking.
Yes.
So as sometime later, the sun is now starting to crest the horizon. You return to the gates leading to the city of Hague. You are quickly approached by some guards. Seeing your arrival at the line to enter the city with these two restrained individuals. A few guards come up and take your statements, ask what happened. At the mention of Captain Harald, they go through some quick documentation and very, very truthfully to what you said. They say that they will take care of these two individuals for processing.
We got to take them ourselves.
And one of them says, well, according to our instructions, your work here is done. We even have the paperwork to process payment.
Can we get a receipt for them to prove that we actually were the ones that brought these guys to you?
I
Some sort of
guess.
document, yes. I just wanna
Trish,
make
but
sure-
how about we just have a little bit of faith about this and let the guard do their job?
who's
Thank you.
What about the bracelet?
The bracelet will be sent to the Bulwark. You will be contacted if anything is needed from you. But I would suggest that you go there and ask around. I think it said in the documents that you will be given a new one if you would want it,
All right.
with no extra charge. And any spellcraft that happened under this bracelet will be. I don't know. I think it said that it will simply be investigated for how long it was missing, and any spells cast during that time will be processed.
okay?
Trish, are you happy with that? It looks like everything is under control.
Like Tinker said, I should trust, and trust I will.
I I won't. I want to make an insight check.
You want to make an insight check? What are you trying to discern? Before you just yelled you want to make an insight check, what are you trying to accomplish?
No, I just wanted to kind of put Trish's mind at ease and like basically look at the guards and be like, do they look like they're telling the truth and they're gonna, process all this well enough?
Or are they on the payroll of these thugs?
That was Trish's thought. Payroll.
Yeah.
Are these people on the payroll?
Who wants to helm an insight check?
That
I'll
one
give
was
you
just
advantage because the entire group is a bit on edge, it seems like.
Tinker's not. Tinker's chill.
Tinker's chill.
Think
All
it's
right.
chill? Okay.
Do you want to do
Tinker
one,
doesn't
Trish?
Trish, you can do one.
Do one since it was your.
Oh,
I
I
feel like-
don't know. Trish doesn't have very good insight, but I guess
feel like
Oh,
Forrest
nice.
is
Right,
great
you might as well
inside,
roll.
Oh, let's go.
Sometimes it's not
Generally.
about picking who's best for
17?
what.
Great.
Oh my god, look at this guy.
Oh, you have great insight.
This person seems to just be doing their job. They seem offended about the fact that you're in their city treating them like this. Like they could
As
have
they
just
should be.
told you to leave. They have full authority to just say you can't come back in. These are our prisoners. Go leave. And this person is showing a lot of patience, feeling a bit slighted by your comments, but it's simply doing their job.
Okay. Noting that Trish could see some annoyance there, Trish turns around and goes, "Look, there's a lot of people that aren't like who they seem, and we're just wary of everyone. I'm sorry if we offended you, but yes. And can we go into the city now?"
Yes. Do you not want your payment?
Oh, most certainly, yes.
No,
Yeah,
don't give it.
to-
Don't give it to the little one. Give it to Morale.
It's individual payments unless.
wasn't for me, you wouldn't even
Okay,
have it.
never mind. And Trish just turn around.
Yes, I'm sorry, and then brings you over through the line. You get a quick process, nothing extravagant. They do check your bags. They do look at these two individuals that you're bringing with you, and at the state they're in. But the two of them seems to just be very quiet, like they're just holding their tongues.
Right. Oh,
Can
Morel.
Tinker? Oh yeah, sorry. You go.
No. Morel just wants to quick go. Is there somewhere that I could pick up my net tomorrow? I did not think.
Well,
right,
if you
now
give
ropes
us a
as
few
well.
minutes, we can change them into our own
Oh,
shackles, and you can have your ropes and nets back.
The
thank
rope
you.
is not mine, but the net is, and it's
The rope is mine.
The other rope is mine.
Okay, no worries. We'll get that sorted, and these two prisoners are led away.
Thank you.
You
the-
are, yes.
As they're led away, can Tinker catch the eye of the big guy that is outside? And he wants to smile his smile and let a drip onto the ground, sizzling.
Sure, make an intimidation check.
Oh, I hope you get a 20.
The funny thing is, he's actually not great at intimidation. He just likes doing it.
13. There's definitely some eye contact, but it's hard to tell if or what impact you might have had.
That's okay. He just likes,
Messing with people.
yeah.
So divvy up to all of you. You get 20 silver per person.
Whoa.
That's 5 times what Tinker earns.
That's infinity times what Forrest owns.
There
Alright.
there was payment threshold depending on how many you brought back, if they were alive, and stuff like that. So you got
Oh, I
max
love that.
payout.
Hell
That's pretty good, baby.
So 20
You got
silver.
3 stars on your quest.
Yay!
Sorry,
I'm so glad we
Nicole.
put him asleep.
Oh, that was so good. I'm so glad I
I'm
didn't.
glad Tinker didn't start nibbling toes.
After a few minutes, they take statements. Is there anything particularly you want to point out or hide? They will ask for their effects, as in their items.
Oh, I should have had a better look. Yeah, no, the note will definitely go to them. What else did you give me? A book.
Oh yeah. Spear,
medallion.
shield, plate, mail.
Yeah.
I think you said I wasn't able to remove the armor anyway.
No.
Oh, would Morel
sword.
keep the book? Nah, she doesn't read.
I will say you could have had a look as you were walking, and
Is that
it's the
possible?
same.
Okay.
It's the same familiar but hard to read writing that you saw in the sewers.
I don't know. What do you think, guys? I'm kind of tempted to keep that book.
That's up to you.
Would Tinker pick up on that hesitation, or
Yeah, as she's getting the note ready, she would definitely, as she's doing all this, she would definitely tell them where to find the house, and hopefully Tinker would give better directions.
yeah, Tinker
And
would
that
give
they,
perfect
like-
directions. Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that-
yeah, give them all the
I
details
think Tinker
about
would
the
just
safe house.
point like exactly that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you just go straight that way, pretty much just follow that direction, you'll eventually get there.
Morel would mention, that they would have gotten payment tomorrow, so their boss will be coming by. So if they want to stop them or get to the next level, that would be where they should go. Like, I think before dawn, they mentioned. So
If they set up a sting for
Morel would like definitely make that.
So many secret hands today.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm getting another coffee.
Oh,
No, there was Orby also had a secret hand.
Secret tunnel. Yeah, Morel's definitely hesitating when she's when she's kind of digging around for the book in her backpack.
I feel like whatever the big fella was using to cast his spells might be an important tool in determining what was being used with the bracelet.
Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about the amulet. Yeah, she would give him the amulet and say, "Oh, this was around his neck, but he would not stop shocking people." So
don't put it on his neck. He will zap you.
And they look at it and say, "Oh, it's peculiar. That's very strange."
Why is it strange?
And they sort of look at him. Well, it's well, you're not locals, I take it?
Oh no.
Oh gosh, no.
No, this is only handed out by the furnace halls to people who have been granted a blessing by Hathok.
What does that mean?
It means that his magic comes from the goddess, the artisan.
Oh, I see. Well,
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you for that information. That's very important to know.
yes. I hope you can do something with it.
We'll try. It's hard. There are some people who steal these, get blessings through other means.
But if he was
it's a
able to
tricky
cast
furnace.
magic using it, would that not mean that he has the blessing?
It would, yes. But there are people who gain the blessings outside the church all the time. If one simply believes in art and their crafts enough, they may find themselves blessed by Hathok.
Interesting.
Cuddly, just real quick, did
Yeah.
Morel show Tinker the book at all?
Yeah, he would have been there when Forrest handed
Um,
the book to Morel. If he had wanted to see it on the way back, she would have definitely, like, it's not
Okay.
like she was trying to hide it or anything.
and have you mentioned that, because Josie mentioned that the text on the wall of the puzzle was the same as the text in the book, like language-wise, was that correct?
Yeah.
Would Morel have told Tinker that fact?
Not necessarily to Tinker, but she probably would have muttered something to Forrest, and if he was, she wouldn't have tried to hide it. But like,
Tinker's
"Oh,
pretty
is
good at
this
picking
not
up
the-"
voices, but like,
Yeah, no,
I
she-
won't retroactively roll an eavesdropping or something like that.
No, it wouldn't have been. It would have been just like a statement to like nobody in particular, but mostly to Forrest. But she would have been like, "What?" And she would have been like, "Cool."
It'd be
Um,
like,
I-
oh, right, it's the same thing, marking type things, right?
Yeah, so she probably would have mentioned like, "Oh, that looks like the same," and then left it at that because there's walking and she can't walk and read at the same time.
If
Not that
Forrest
talented.
spoke out loud, Tinker would then pipe up and go,
Out of curiosity, we saw just around that building we found them at, there were just some writings that we couldn't understand. Does the followers of Harthok have like a language or something that they all use, or?
Very crafty. I like this.
Not crafty.
Well, Mirel, it wasn't the fact that you don't know the language. It's more like a very, very, very detached accent.
It's like a different
It's a regional dialect, basically.
this was more of a question to the guard because Tinker doesn't know. Sorry.
Okay, you're
Okay,
asking the guard.
Yeah. He's kind of like hiding where his knowledge is coming from, but his question is an honest question.
I see. So you're asking if they have a language of their own for the followers?
Yeah.
Say, not really. No. I think everyone here, everyone is taught common. Some people, especially old people, speak like Ember Primordial.
Okay.
Oh.
It's still a very used language. It's just, well,
Not as commonly found.
yeah, it's not as convenient. But some people still use it. Yeah. Yeah, I myself would consider myself fluent.
All right.
Where
well,
would one
maybe
go if they wanted to learn or find books on this language? I'm a bit of a scholar myself. I just enjoy learning.
Oh, well, personally, I learned at the Bulwark, and also I studied a year at the Heights. And I picked some up from my parents. It's like growing up getting taught 2 languages by your parents, kind of.
Of course.
And Tinker would then say in Draconic, is just say a couple of phrases in Draconic usually, and then like switch back. He's like,
Yes, multiple languages growing up. I get that.
Yeah. What was that you just spoke?
Kobold.
Cool.
Mhm.
he's the kobold.
side-eyeing Trish.
A very ancient and powerful language, that one.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely.
Make a deception check.
Oh my god!
Well, all right then.
And this person looks at you. Well, I'm not surprised, really. The archipelago has been out of contact for a long time.
Out of context, but maybe not out of sight. And he winks.
Sure, I guess. It's so far away. You wouldn't be able to see it from here anyway.
Oh, no, I didn't mean... Oh, never mind. It's okay.
Well, and you look over, you see some other guards come over with your net and the ropes and hand
thank
them over
you.
to you.
Oh, thank you.
And
Coil
you
up,
are
put it
led on
away.
your way into the city of Rust as the sun is setting. What is your plan?
That's a shame. I would have liked to have used that stuff, and you said you sold it for pirate monies, right?
Right, but we might have a lead on the pirates. We just have to prove ourselves worthy, right? And that we are bounty hunters.
Oh yes, the freelance.
Yes, and now you
yes,
have
yes.
earned money and you brought people back. That is a bounty hunter.
Oh, but is this gold? I thought, is this gold?
No, that is silver, but you know.
Damn it! I need gold for pirates.
No. shiny things might work. Shiny
Oh.
coins, you know? They are dull coins, aren't they? Oh my god, I can't say anything around here.
No. See, Forrest, we start small. We pick up random thugs here and there. But then, eventually, we follow the trail of thugs to the kingpin. And then, when we capture the kingpin, then they'll break out the gold.
Oh, all right. I'm sure Harold will tell us anyways, even if we don't have gold. He's a good sort.
He's helped us out a lot, hasn't he, Trish? The guard here have been very helpful. So we
Yes.
shouldn't really be mistrustful of them and their processes.
I'm not going to mistrustful. I mean,
What, you talking that whole thing back there was all
I'm
mis-
just saying, not all of us can speak. What was it, ancient cobalt? You're talking.
Oh, well. Some of us are just better than others, then, I suppose.
I don't know. I was definitely smelling something not right there, but
Oh, Trish, it's just a bit of fun. What's that fellow gonna do? Go off and spread the word of an ancient kobold language? Start spreading rumors that the kobolds are gonna rise up and return to the earth? No, return to...
You're not on Earth.
Sorry.
Oh my
What's
god,
this
where did you
Earth?
come from?
sorry.
You came from the ground?
Oh, yes, underground.
Oh.
And that's exactly what they're going to do because they're guards and they've got boring days and lives. And,
Excuse me, boring? Boring?
well,
There's
it's not
nothing
boring when they had
about
to deal with
my old
you.
day-to-day, thank you very much. I'll have you know, I was an expert tunneler.
And all of a sudden, Trish just hears. Womp, 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 womp.
Tinker
Martin
begins to
Penny.
detail how much, the exact detailing that would go into creating tunnels and digging tunnels and how they would
Yeah.
ensure that they wouldn't collapse said tunnels on themselves, the shoring up of the walls.
Womp, 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 womp,
Morel is going to
womp.
listen to that. Morel's going to listen. You know what? You never know when you're going to need to know how to dig a really good tunnel.
You can tell
Or a
Forrest is
grave.
listening, but probably not understanding a lot of the technical stuff.
Yeah. And at the end, Morel will kind of say, well, Trish, I do not blame you for being wary. You know, it is government.
Government's always bad.
Not always, but you don't have to blindly trust.
You know what? I like you, Morel. I've blindly trusted in the past, and it's hurt. And you speak a lot of sense.
I mean, of course you like her. What happened to all the, oh my gosh, Morel this, oh my gosh, Morel that, a couple of days ago?
Well, that was
What?
like I was sort of fangirling. I'm trying to mature. I'm trying to. Oh look, I'm not fooling anyone. Let's go.
No,
You are fooling us?
oh, don't worry, Forrest, nothing can get past you. And he taps
That's right,
his
I'm
leg.
very big.
Now, we've earned dinner, I'd say.
As Tinker confidently struts forward, he goes,
Dinner on Trish.
No.
Oh,
No.
thank you, Trish. That's so kind of you.
And Trish is going to use a mage hand to try and take some silver out of Tinker's friggin'
Oh my
pouch.
god.
can't do that. That's
Well, fine. Trish does that. Sleight of hand.
Are you gonna try to rob Tinker?
I am a little bit from that. to pay
Make
for
a sleight of
Forrest-
hand check.
To pay for Forrest's fucking food. 12.
12. Everyone sees this.
13. Like,
Yeah, everyone catches as you try to reach
Tinker
for Tinker's
activates
pocket.
his spring boots, springs up, lands on Trish's shoulders, springs again, does a little somersault and lands.
Nice. Yeah, Morel pretends none of that just happened in front of her and keeps walking.
Keeps walking.
Yeah, she just says, come on, Forrest.
The city's a really strange place, Morel.
It is.
Are they all like this, though?
No, thank goodness.
About an hour or so later, all of you are finishing up your food within the Daughters of Flame tavern. You have your rooms. You're now full bellies. Oh, just having a little sit down after what's happened today. When eventually Valia comes up from behind the counter that's now being taken care of by Action and the little rabbit lady. And Valia says, wearing very different clothes, almost like a worker's attire, like someone who works construction, and says, "We're heading down?"
Yes, right now. I just need to. Yes.
Yes.
Let me
Sooner
just.
the better.
Yes, I will be right back. And Mirel goes to change into the gas mask and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Tinker,
Just so that we can have that.
Tinker packs away because he was like while they were eating, he was like playing with two like they look like metal rods, and he was kind of like just tinking them, like sort of knocking them together lightly, and he was like listening for like the pitch of the sound that came out and writing a little note, and then he swapped it out for another rod, and he was just doing the same. He sort of swipes it all back into his bag.
I'm ready to go. Where are we going?
Well, into the sewers.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Time to get a little stinky and dirty.
Okay, Mirel's
Yeah.
bringing that book back, though. And she is
Okay.
going to show it to Valia.
And I assume as you're walking towards the sewers, is everyone coming with?
Trisha's got her gas mask as well.
Yeah, baby.
And yeah, Trisha's following.
Mhm.
Doesn't want to, but yeah.
So you head down towards the sewers. You show the book to Valia, and she looks it over, like flips through a couple of pages, and says, "Yeah, what about it?"
Oh, I suppose you can know, we found this on two people who had stolen Trish's magical bracelet. And,
They were
We-
thugs.
yes, we just thought it looked like the right thing.
Devoted thugs?
Devoted to Hathok? Possibly?
I mean, it's a book of Psalms.
He did
knew it.
have the necklace. He had
did.
the blessing
So
of...
he goes to
Hathok.
church a lot.
Oh. Is that it? All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry. That it just tells the story of Hathok and their edicts and like what she's accomplished and commandments.
I see. I thought it might help with the puzzle.
I mean, it might.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen this puzzle yet.
All I know is that it is written like that.
Okay. Well. Oh, it's written. Okay. Well, if it's written the same way, then I can read it. Yes. It's just Emberkin.
Hmm.
So we're going down into the stinky sewers then.
Yes, Forrest. And Forrest, if I get a little sick, don't worry. Just give me some space. I'll be fine.
All right.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Sure. I'll be all right. You don't worry about me. But I understand.
Okay.
what you're saying.
Everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
And you're led to one of the few sewer entrances still available. Valia climbs down without hesitation, really. Just climbs down the metal rungs. And says, okay, Action said it was just around, and she starts walking off into the dark. Like, as soon as she gets down, she's just walking away.
Oh, we better follow.
Yeah, Tinker follows usually.
Yeah, Tinker, you follow without issue. You see Valia walking away. The rest of you,
Could you do the light thing again?
it's pitch black.
Yeah, Mirel will go next, and when she gets like halfway down, she will do the light. So
Oh,
that
there's no
everyone
need for
else-
that.
You never know. Not everyone can see in the dark.
Well, maybe they
And
should.
Valia turns around. You need light?
No.
Please.
Yes, please.
Yes.
And she will also like take out what looks like a little lantern, like a little pocket lamp almost. Like it's very tiny and it's got like a little rope handle. And she just taps it a few times and she says a word and it just a similar quality or like amount of light to your spell, Mirel.
Nice. All right. Yeah. And Morel will stay so that they can get down safely with the light and everything.
Josie, one small
Yeah.
thing, if possible.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out what the, like, how the harness divine power and how many. Anyway, long story short, could I say that before we left that there was time for a short rest? I
For
assume?
sure.
Cool. Because I would like to also just use the harness divine power thing to get one spell slot back, and then have the short rest reset the channel divinity use.
You get those back on short rests?
I do.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah,
Wow.
which is nice.
I only get my shit back on long rests.
So I'll just get
That's pretty dang cool.
one slot back.
Dang.
Cool. Thank you.
Dang.
Anyone else who wanted to take a short rest for any particular reasons, you may do so.
Cool.
Tinker
And,
took no damage, he's fine.
I'm not damaged at all, but yeah.
And Valia says to you all as you gather, okay, looks like we gotta step down into the sludge. Also, I'm just here to help translate. This is... Don't worry, like, but if we run into trouble, I can help. I'm not inept if bad things happen. Especially if someone gets hurt, let me know.
And Trish sort of goes, Forrest,
Hey.
you see that sludge that we're about to walk in?
Oh yes, yes.
Any chance you could possibly carry me, please?
Carry you?
Yeah.
Can you no work?
Just prefer not to.
I suppose.
Thank you, you're the best. And just- you're back.
Your tail's still gonna get in that sludge, Missy.
She's holding it up.
Like T-posing, but with tail.
You're just piggybacking on top of the backpack, are you?
Pretty
Those
much.
of you who step down into the sewage, I'm gonna need Constitution saves.
Yeah.
All right.
Valia looks completely fine as she steps down into it.
Okay.
Mhm.
That a go.
I.
Oh, that's a good roll. 22.
It's good. It's shit. I want it to be known that I did want to step down like away from people.
Okay. Okay.
Do I need another?
So yes, actually, you are considered poison.
Fair enough.
At least for now. And in fact, again, as I don't know, Tinker, you're like not having a great time. It goes up like about like naval height for
Yep,
you.
yep,
You're like,
yep.
this is a bad time.
Yeah, it's not. He has slightly doubted himself for going into this, but he's here
Yeah.
now.
Trish, you're
I'm just gonna have the
you're
entire party
safely-
stacked on me eventually.
You're safely out of the muck, sitting on Forrest's shoulder. Forrest is definitely unaffected. He's just steps down into it, trudges through it without any issue. Mirel is a bit away, and you go down into it again, and it's just that almost sucking, wet feeling all up your legs, and it's like pressuring against you, and you can feel it seeping into your clothes. I need you to make a charisma saving throw, as you are filled with disgust.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we're fine. No,
Yeah,
that was a 20.
you feel it almost like you're about to dry heave. You're like, oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Oh, here we go. And you just focus on breathing.
And she gives Forrest the thumbs up.
Yes, but you are considered poisoned.
Yeah.
While in this, you can every now and then you get to reattempt a roll. But the most important part is you can't eat or drink anything. That's a part of it. And also you have disadvantage on pretty much everything.
That's all right.
And Valia walks over to where Action described this was, and you all see that little indent, those circles over a wooden walkway that goes up above where the sewage line used to be. And she sort of kneels down, she gets in under to get closer. It looks like, Forrest, you won't be able to get in to see the puzzle, like, clearly with Trish on your shoulders, because you can't physically fit in under the walkway.
Trish, you're a little big up there for me.
You're gonna carry me in your arms now?
Well,
And she's just shuffling over your head to try and get in your arms.
Yeah, probably not, considering how tall Forrest is. Even when he squats, it's gonna be difficult for him to get in there.
Oh.
Come on, Trish, the water's fine.
I would not say fine, but it is all right.
No, it's
How close is Tinker right now?
He's like right behind their guide. He's just trudging along, as happy as a clam.
Is he happy? With
Yeah,
waist tight sludge. All right.
He's having the time of his life. This is all new. And he's been promised of a puzzle.
Yeah,
True. There's
I
a
don't know,
people
this
here.
wonderful stink. He's never stunk before.
I'll attempt to sort of like princess carry, I suppose, Trish, for lack of a better word, just because she clearly doesn't want to step in it. So Forrest is gonna like try for her, but you know.
I'm gonna ask Trish for a dexterity save.
Because
Because we know Forrest has the physical capabilities, but this is also trying to hold on as someone is moving around. No, as soon as you go to squat in under, you tilt and Trish, splash, like your entire body down into the sewage. Forrest just tries to hold you and ends up just like almost like lowering you down into the sewage. And you are completely covered, nearly immersed in the sewage.
So you hear a blood-curdling scream. Jumps up, a bit of a Scooby-Doo run, and now she's like running straight past the guide and running past. She's finding
into the sludge.
She is trying to find somewhere that is not in the sludge.
Yeah, there are ways to get up, but
like,
I still need a Constitution save from
I'm just
you.
imagining
You're
like
down
cat
in.
finding itself in the bathtub trying to get out.
Oh my god.
It's just sliding off the
18.
walls.
Yeah, Trish doesn't seem to be affected by the nausea that can be induced by the sewage. It's pure instinct and fear that she simply doesn't want to be in it. She scampers up on a side, and she's just covered in muck.
And she's like compulsively trying to get herself like clean. Like any water she's had, she's pouring it on her to get it clean. Like she's not having a good time.
And Valia looks at you because the sewage ignores your illusion and just adheres to your physical self.
She does not even care right now. Stop staring.
Oh, all right. Do we just leave you there? Are you okay?
You got something that can clean me off? Anything? Water? I need some more water.
We are in the sewers, Trish.
No, clean water.
No, sorry. I don't think I do.
Trish is starting to derobe at this point in time. Like she's trying to get the stuff off.
I just love the visual because your illusion still has clothes on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Trish is undressing, only hidden by the illusion.
Trish, it is gross down here. What are you doing?
Trish, you're just going to get that actually on your skin now, because how are you going to get out of here?
Also, I distinctly remember that Valia has prestidigitation, which I find very funny.
I don't think it's the there's another member who does.
There's another member. Oh my god, I thought they were the same person. I'm so
No, there's a Valia and there's a Verity.
sad. It's the other
Ah.
V. It's the other V.
Mm.
So at this point in time, Trish, unless there's some way that she's not going to fall into the goop again, she's not moving.
You can stay on the wooden walkway, but you won't be able to see the puzzle, and the others will essentially be underneath you.
She's fine with that.
So you're still, you can still talk to each other, but I will say that for the purposes of this, you'll have to try to really communicate if you want Trish to help with the puzzle in any way.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
Morel will leave the little ball of light kind of hovering so that it's kind of near the sewage so that they can see the puzzle as well as with the lantern. But then Trish can have some light and she says, "All right, Trish, it looks like you are on watch. You're on watch.
I'm not watching
No,
anything except getting myself clean.
You're going to watch in case a leech comes, yes? You wouldn't want Tinker to get eaten, right?
Yeah.
Trish looks at Tinker.
Okay, you might want Tinker to get... You wouldn't want Forrest to get eaten, yeah?
I'm lovable trouble, not actual trouble. Come on.
Bite-sized trouble is what
But
you want.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Morale. Bite-sized, indeed.
I feel like there's a lot of misplaced aggression towards me.
Yeah, do you all want to wait with this? Do we go back up? Do we?
Oh, no. We are moments away from science and discovery. I am not turning back.
I mean, we're already in the muck.
Okay. Well, I'll be over here, and Valia takes a step to the side where you see there's writing on the wall. It's a few feet away from the puzzle, and I'll just do my best to translate, I guess. And we're gonna move
Let's
to
go.
puzzle scene, people.
Stone puzzle!
Finally!
Yes.
It was 84
And
years.
Valia will read the following passage.
Okay, I'm ready.
She says, "The lands are under constant watch of the prismatic moon, while the tempestuous one envies it. The one who lost sees nothing but the victor, who wants for nothing more than the open sky."
Okay, well, I don't know if Morel has it, but I think I have it.
I don't
So-
know if either of us have it.
I suppose the question would be, Josie,
Mhm.
like, because I have a pretty good, I have a good idea on the direction of the puzzle, not the solution, but the direction of what we need to do. Can I just bring that knowledge across to Tinker then, or?
Tinker is a smart boy, but
He's a smart
this is. But do you know what the various? Because there's the solution. Sure, might seem simple enough, but there's also that they gotta be the right.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
would it be safe to say that Tinker, based on the description he's been given and the fact that these dials, so to speak, all have a face on it,
Mm-hmm.
most of them have a face on it, would it be safe for Tinker to deduce that they need to be looking at another dial in a specific
I will
order?
say that's a good assumption. That yes, it looks like these figures needs to be facing a specific direction.
Can I make a religion check?
I was going to
Yes,
say,
you
religion checks are
may.
probably the
Yeah.
I will
idea.
say though, who here are proficient in religion? Everyone can roll, but it might make a difference.
Not
Oh,
proficient.
I am not. I'm not.
Only
This-
half proficient.
I mean, half proficient counts. You're a bard. We got that benefit.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Well, I'm half proficient in it.
Tinker's intelligence is intelligent, which allows for a stronger religion roll, but like he's not proficient.
Anyone can roll. It might make a difference. You might get
Right.
more details.
Yeah. Well, whoever's best at it should probably roll, but hopefully, I feel like if I consult the book, Josie.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we use the book as like a reference.
Yeah. If you use the book as a reference, I will let you know. This is Hathok.
That is Hathok.
Okay,
All right.
that's Hathok.
Could I get the text?
I got it
puzzle?
for you.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Where do you want me to send it? Just in the chat?
You want the passage?
Yeah.
Got it? Yeah.
I'll need to be able to see it.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, hey.
God, that was not
Yeah.
what I expected, but that's kind of cool.
I love it.
Can I move?
Oh,
no,
and it's gone.
But
But
it's
It's in the chat log.
in the
It's in
dice
the
chat.
chat log.
So yeah, that's
okay.
So
Cool.
Okay.
right.
Got it. So the lands are under constant watch of the prismatic moon, while the tempestuous one envies it. Okay.
So we need to face them in the right direction. Is that it?
And it would be safe to say that these would be other terms or names that these beings have been called in the past.
Well, then I suppose we know too.
The one who lost sees nothing but the victor. So that means that the one who lost would be looking at whoever is the victor in their scenario.
All right.
And then the
Who's
victor
rolling a religion check?
wants to be
First
looking
and
at the open
foremost.
Tinker
sky.
would be rolling regardless. Like
Okay.
Tinker
I will
would
say
be...
you can pick a token, one of these, and make a religion check. And depending on your roll, I might just tell you, oh, this is this person. But if you roll high enough, or if you're proficient, I might give you an example of some of their titles or events, some clues.
I'm going to say that this is like me. Roju really wants to get into solving puzzle. Forrest, I think this is not his jam, and he doesn't know shit about gods. But he might. I don't know. I can maybe. He might maybe have some passing connection between like the name of one and maybe a face that he might have seen.
I will say that if you want to make a religion check, I will give you all some pertinent information that I think fit your characters and their backstories and experiences.
7.
7.
Probably
With the 7, I'll say that it's difficult to pinpoint really anything. Not like very little of this gives you a semblance of anything for these.
Not particularly. None
Some of
of them
them
are
look
particularly familiar.
familiar, but you can't put your finger on it.
Yeah.
Mirel?
How about 14?
Okay. Which token would you like to identify? Some of them, if you've read your lore documents and feel like you know things, feel free to use those also. Like, because that is things your characters would have had access to, as in knowledge.
Yeah, I guess I'll identify this one.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, being from Palon, definitely you've seen iconography like this before. You know the connection. That is definitely one depiction of Gavintel.
Cool.
It looks almost like a 1-to-1 with the old printing of the Free Sedum coins.
Ah, okay.
Like old coins, and it looks like this one is like someone has traced that imagery.
Oh, no.
Krish, you are so distracted by being covered in sewage.
Yep, makes sense.
Fair. Fair. Okay. Well, Morel will definitely share what she knows, and also that they figured out that one is Hathok.
Yeah,
So-
I will say with a 14, you also know that there was quite a massive event that took place some odd 50 years ago between two of these.
And would I know the victor? Since I know
You
the
probably
event?
would, yeah.
Probably would?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You know
Um,
that there was a war between the Amberlands and the Free Sedum,
Hmm,
in which Gavintel won.
okay. She will share this. She will say, well, there was a war a while ago. I don't know if you know, but I think
The
Hathak
Tinker-
would have lost.
just referencing Tinker's law document, I do have the war in my law
Mhm.
in Tinker's, so
Yeah.
that's free information Tinker would know. So
That is free information.
Yes, the War of Tides between Hathok, the machines of Hathok.
I feel it is fair to say Hathak is looking at Gavintel. But
Yes.
where Gavintel is looking, I am not sure.
Okay. Do you
Well,
want
the
me
victor,
to?
who wants nothing more than to look at the open sky, would that not just be up?
That is what I thought, but is that is there someone else who runs the sky, you know?
Well, I mean, if you're thinking about the goddesses, right? Well, you've got Hathok, goddess of, you know, sort of like creation, crafting, etc. Gavintel.
again, I'm just reading through the law document, Josie.
Yeah, yeah.
So feel free to stop me if I'm going too
Yeah,
far.
lore documents are free information
Okay,
I've
sweet.
given to you all.
Sweet. So Tinker, he hasn't made his roll yet, by the way.
Yep.
So you've got, Hathok, just sort of fire, crafting, inspiration, tinkering, one would say, but whatever. Gavintel, sea, sort of like, change of sorts. Then you've got a few others. So you've got, now what? Oh, yes, Thyrona, I think it's pronounced. Nature and growth.
Yes.
And then I think, this one, Trish would like this one. Requel. Wind, music, and revelry. Although Trish is not really listening right now, so what does that matter?
Trish is literally just even talking.
Phoenix.
You're gonna hear her going, "Oh, I can't
Yeah.
get this bit off. Like, why?"
And
Then-
then you've got Zandra. Light, dark, and the stars. Which might be now that I think about it, might be the one that Gavintel is looking at. Looking nothing more than the open sky. What's more open than the stars?
True.
Let me know how you want me to turn these, by the way, and I will.
We definitely want Hathok looking straight at Gavintel. We know
say
that
that's
one.
safe.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe one.
Like that.
Yep.
Copy.
Whatever is
Good,
straight
good.
to. Yeah, there we go.
And then,
Um,
so since we know Gavintel, should Gavintel be looking? But we don't know which one, Zandra.
I know which
Requel-
one. I just don't think Morel knows which one.
Okay, that's right. Considering Tinker does have knowledge of these goddesses, could he
Mhm.
then roll that religion check to try and recall any form of visage or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
This guy.
All right. Please be. No, you can't ask for that so openly. Trisha's distracted.
So distracted. She's
And I
not even
mean-
paying attention.
That is a
That stuff
15.
Is
15 is pretty good.
good. Yeah.
What are you trying to have a think about?
He is trying to recall any form of imagery he might have seen of Zandra, Requel, and Thyrona.
Okay. Yeah. You would know that Thyrona doesn't actually have a visual description.
Right.
There's no, like, she's confirmed to exist, but has never made an actual appearance beyond what people claim, and some descriptions are different. You would know that Sandra from the moon, likewise, only portraits, paintings have been made. Only what people may interpret But Requel is an open, the goddess of revelry, of festivals, and she was believed to originally be a plumekin.
Plumekin.
Yeah. So this is Requel.
Requel.
That is
Okay.
Okay.
So that would be the tempestuous one? Am I
Do I
recalling
need-
the meaning of tempestuous correctly?
It would be considered the tempestuous one. She's also governs storms and wind. You're in the season
Yeah,
of Requel, and
definitely.
the winds are going cray-cray.
Right. Okay, so with that, so we have
Do I
Hathor,
need to
if I
roll
remember
something
correctly.
to make
That's
a guess as Morel?
I don't know. What do you want to guess?
Well, she just wants us to suggest that maybe the lands are another name for Thyrona, since she's the growth one that you just mentioned.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
Okay, yeah. What if Thyrona is the lands, Tinker?
Wait, that would make sense. Which one of these represent lands, though? Which visage? If we know that this is Hathor, and we've now spun that, so that's what we spun, right? We spun, right?
Well,
Is that what we did? Yeah. So
is
that's
it pretty clear to say that that those would be obviously feathers rather than leaves, or are they both kind of
Yes, those are feathers.
which one?
One of the
Sorry,
plumekin,
which one are you indicating?
They're-
plumekins have feathers instead of hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think the one with the leaves and the hood. I do not know. I have not studied as.
Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. Yuck.
Well, you're the one who took your clothes off.
Every now and then, there's some dripping from between the planks above your heads.
Oh,
And then you see like a mage hand just like holding up clothing and shit.
Right. So, if we were to say, through, the process of elimination, prismatic moon,
is looking at the
the
land.
lands,
Yes,
and then
and
the tempestuous
one envies it. Envies the land or envies the moon?
I would say envies the moon.
That is what I thought. What do you think, Forrest? Envies the moon or the land? And she'll recite the thing for Forrest.
I think the
Could we not just try both?
We could try both. Maybe at
Wiggle
the
it
end.
at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
All you hear from Trish is the lands. Choose
You
the
think it is-
lands.
The land.
Oh my god, dang it.
Oh, so she is paying attention. Would you look at that? Fine. You know what? If that's our only addition here, why not? Why not
And-
follow it?
The victor wants the open sky. That is the Plumekin, like you said,
Yes.
right? All right. So the victor is Gavintel. So she looks at. I already forgot her name. Oh my god.
Wow.
Requel. Yep. There we go.
And then we had. Hold on. And then we had.
Okay. So
I feel like
have
we
him.
haven't been
You're
moving this
looking
as
at-
we've gone on.
Oh no,
so-
we're supposed to be moving. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No. We haven't been saying
No.
which ones to move yet.
Okay, so
I won't know which one you
we've
want to do
got
what unless you
Hathor
tell me.
looking at Gavintel. We want Gavintel looking at the bird lady,
Mhm.
right? We want
Yeah.
the bird lady looking at. Oh, we weren't sure if the moon or the land, but she's kind of already looking at the land. Maybe on the way up we can just see if it clicks or not.
That's what I mean. Like if the
Yeah.
one that we don't know, we can just wiggle to the two spots at the end, right?
Yeah. And then
that's-
what does the land look at? The land is in conservation.
land's-
And who
Temperance
sees nothing but the.
I'm
victor.
gonna ask while you're doing this, who's actually like up front? Imagine that this is like the size of a big plate.
Probably.
Who's actually up and tweaking these?
Definitely Tinker and Morel, I would say.
I would say Tinker is like Morel's like
both, like-
being in knowledge, but he wants to
Yeah,
get he
yeah.
probably wants to get in there with his hands. Yeah. I don't think it says for the land to... I'll just say it as Muriel. I do not think it says for the land to look at anything. Do we not need to move the land? Who wrote this?
The land's under constant watch from the prismatic moon.
Are they watching back?
Possibly. Shall we just put that in?
I do not know. I do not want to... Maybe we try the lands are under constant watch. And those two are looking at each other. And the...
I mean, they're kind of like
on
opposite.
and is something.
Trish sort of yells back, wouldn't the land look at what's looking at them? Like,
You would think.
You should be down here.
I cannot.
Well, then,
I understand. It's very gross.
A mage hand turns the
you can't
lane.
do it. Then what?
mage hand can turn
You
things.
can't see enough to pinpoint that.
No.
You chose to be up there.
All right. What if we try turning Reckwall, was it?
Use
And
your
that
hands, Morale.
Me, all right. Yeah, Morale. Can I turn these actually?
You can
No,
indicate
I was
yeah.
considering, but there was no way to let you just turn them without
Then
being
I
able to
can't.
move them, and
Right.
I didn't want any accidents.
So Morale would like to try turning that one to look at first the land, and if nothing sort of clicks, she'd like to keep moving up to look at the moon. But if something does click, she's going to let go.
I don't think. Are they clicking? I don't think
Nothing
they are clicking.
Nothing
clicks.
clicks?
Nothing's been clicking. You
Yeah.
make it face Therona. There's
Okay.
no real reaction.
Turn it to this. She'll turn it to the moon then.
Okay. Boop, boop.
What do we think? I did not hear anything.
No, there hasn't been any clicks so far. I don't. We still have we still have Tyrona not looking at anyone.
Maybe
is
she
why
was
we're not-
shy. Maybe she does not want to look at anyone.
Point.
Tinker moves Therona to look back at the moon.
To look back at the moon?
Yes.
God, there we go.
There we go. Hey.
Nothing happens.
Maybe she needs to look at the Reckwall because... Oh, no. She needs to look at Hathawk because nobody is looking at Hathawk?
The one who lost.
Do they have
Do they
to
all need
look
to
at
look
people?
at someone?
Who won?
That's
One
that's
lost.
what I said.
Yes, try Hathawk. Hathawk has nobody to look at her.
Is
a
Tinker
shame.
turning it?
Yeah.
Okay. As you turn it to look at Hathawk, a
Oh!
symbol appears
Wow.
on the
Wow.
wall. And then I need Tinker to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
As
Uh-oh.
the brick in the middle of this puzzle shoots out. Shoo! Just launched out.
Oh gosh.
at like Tinker head height, essentially.
Tinker Matrix
Ooh.
dodges the brick.
Yeah, you hear, as soon as you get it, there's like a twink, and your ears know exactly the sound of a spring being sprung, and you just throw yourself backwards. You fall, full snow angel, into the sewage as this brick launches itself out, crashes into the wall on the other side. And looking in where this brick has now been detached, there is not only a spring coil mechanism, but a small package. And that's where we're going to end for today.
We discovered something.
You
Guys,
did
we
it.
finally
You
did this
discovered
puzzle.
something.
We've
Well-
been promising this
well
for 3
done.
weeks.
Oh my
Okay, I
God.
gotta say real quick, Roju, how quickly do you think you figured this one out?
I mean, I sort of like I figured out
Like,
what
if-
it was
if-
trying to do, and then
Yeah,
I kind of just
yeah. Like, if no one here had to use like their in-game characters to figure out, if this was just a
Like a
puzzle
minute.
in a random puzzle book, yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh,
I wouldn't have
yeah.
thought to turn that last one until we were in game because I would have just thought that, oh, she just doesn't move. But I like how that played out. Yeah, I liked it. It was good.
I, for one, accept that Tinker's Law document won that one for us.
Yeah, I didn't know how
that
much to
knowledge was not
use.
in my brain until I pulled that back out.
I think it's in Morel's lore document as well, but I was like, how well would she really know, like, the god?
That's
you know?
also why the puzzle didn't use any of their like official titles and more like
Yeah.
references.
Yeah. So I figured, like, I don't know, would she really know the Rona? I don't know.
Well, Tinker's he just picks up knowledge.
Yeah, he
and
just stores it in there.
he doesn't like write notes so much. I've mentioned it before, but he's always drawing. He's always sketching, and like I feel like if what he would take from the visages of these, goddesses would be like just those. Like he wouldn't really care for what they've done in the past or what stories are told about them. Just what they look like, what they represent, and just for when he encounters someone who does follow them, he sort of knows what they're talking about. That's all he wants.
Yeah. Also, huge shout out to Ash Kapow. Thank you for that raid while we were in our last few minutes
Thank you.
trying to get this puzzle over.
Came in while we were like braining really hard.
Better than
Raining
Bilge
really
than Brick,
hard.
Yeah.
Because I want to add more puzzles like this into the campaign where it's more deductive thinking. There's going to be like little key phrases that gives you hints.
Okay, what
And,
about a puzzle that also has a mechanism going at the same time that's like a trap, and so like half of us have to solve the puzzle and the other half have to like slowly prevent the trap.
Just you wait.
Let's go.
I already have a bunch in the bag.
Yes.
Oh no.
Just so you all know, there's
Half of you are
plenty
taking
out there.
fireball damage while the other half have to figure out a puzzle.
No, but we might do, the old classic gas chamber is filling, so you gotta input the correct code to get out, stuff
This
like
is
that.
fun.
Giant boulders?
Shark
Giant
Tank?
boulder. Shark Tank.
Bed
Bullets.
one.
Trish.
Bed one.
Bed
Bed
one.
time.
A bed one where one
A
goes
bed.
to bed, seeks
Oh.
sleep before anyone
shit.
knows.
Oh shit. Well, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, he's gone. And with that, he's gone.
Good night, Orby.
He's
Good night,
done.
Orby.
Good
With
night.
Orb's departure, we now officially come into natural 30s after dark, I suppose.
With Bob's
I hope
shorts
everyone's having a
on
good time.
screen.
Yep. Thank you all raiders for today. We want to do a quick shout out as well to let everyone know who's come in, who's joining us, who's lurking, might be listening, that this month we are doing a charity drive. We are gathering money to give to A Gender Agenda, an Australian charity service. And all the proceeds of the month of June will go towards them. And we've already breached that little point where we go from paying bills to proceeds. So any single cent we earn right now, be it through bits, subs, direct donations to our Pally, anything will go immediately 1-to-1 into the charity at the end of the month. There will also be a big Pride game day sometime soon.
Yes. Date to be announced.
To
Imminently.
be announced. There's still things to work out. We have an idea, but we haven't nailed anything down yet.
Yes, as any player of D&D knows, the biggest challenge of D&D is scheduling.
Yes,
We love
for sure.
Yep.
And
So once we can
let's,
schedule a day where we can all be there, we'll let you know.
yeah, we're working on it. We're also, one of the things we're trying to accomplish is to see if we can somehow get Denny in here. Actually, is one of the things we're trying to make happen.
Because Denny's
So-
so awesome.
Yeah, Denny, we love Denny.
love Denny.
You
We
should
love
see.
Denny.
We always say we love Denny.
We love Denny.
We love
Have
Denny.
you guys all seen the newest thumbnails that she's done? You should
my
definitely go
God.
over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel while you're over
Jesus,
there, and
thumbnails.
then you can see all of the wonderful thumbnails that Denny's doing.
Oh, speaking of, did you guys did you post the new short yet?
I thought that was it meant to come out today or was it meant to come out tomorrow?
I don't care
my-
when.
I don't-
Well, people get hyped for it.
Denny
I don't
and I
think-
had a schedule. And
I
it was
don't
either-
think
I
a
was pretty
schedule
sure it was
Oh, shit.
tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Yeah, look forward to it.
Now.
But yeah, do feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will help us immensely. We are also in the pipeline of getting the podcast versions out and about. We're still working on it, but the process has begun. We're just gonna set things up and get everything running smoothly.
Yes.
We're gonna open up for questions for anyone who might have any, and we're just gonna hang out for a few minutes and chat. How we doing? Did you all have fun today?
I had
think-
so much fun.
Mhm.
I had a great amount of fun.
A great
Man,
amount of
We
fun.
smacked around some bad guys, and then we smacked around a puzzle. Like, how good is that?
I found the
Just
timing
smacked around.
We smacked them around.
less than 24 hours. That short slash TikTok will
I
go up.
see.
Ha! You have to wait. I'm sorry.
Is Trish clean yet? No, she will never be clean.
No.
Will she ever truly be clean with all
Yeah.
that smut in her bag?
She's
Or
gonna
like-
have nightmares about
It's
sewage.
gonna be like the Lady Macbeth scene, but with like
Oh my God.
sludge instead.
Think-
Oh no!
Is going to
Mm.
bottle up some of the sludge.
No.
And then every night for the next week is going to creep into
God.
Trish's room and just dribble a little bit onto her bed and then creep right out.
Oh no!
No,
How-
he
how
won't do
long
that. That's actually
until-
cruel.
No!
He will not.
No!
How long
You know
until
what would
Trish
be-
snaps
you
and
know
just
what would be
kills
even
Tinker?
worse?
Like,
What?
just shoots him
You
dead.
know what would be even worse? Like take a paintbrush or something, and just put it under her feet, so it seems like she's sleepwalked down into the sewer.
Oh my god. That's the worst.
Oh no.
Emotional damage. Like, Morel, was I anywhere last night? No. Why do you ask? Like, but are you sure?
Nothing.
Yeah, just gaslighting party members.
Oh shit! We're still here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, nothing's gonna happen, or it's fine. We're not making plans.
fine.
We're not making plans.
No
It's fine.
plans.
For those of you who weren't aware or did run away, but we have been Natural 30s. I'm Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress. Wetasaur, who just ran off, played Trish Smotherborn. I keep wanting to say Smotherborn.
Me too.
Trish Smotherborn, a Dragonborn bard. And we also have, you can introduce yourselves because you're still around.
Wow.
Oh my god, not everyone at the same
Okay,
time.
no, it's fine. Hi, I'm Cuddly Raptor, and I play Mirelle, and I know you want her to have a last name, and she doesn't.
Get used
Just
to
a
it.
chair.
You can call me Roju. Come from the channel Participation Award, and I'm playing Forrest Barkley, our giant sweet boy.
And I am Aussie Devro, found over on the Twitch channel named Aussie Devro.
Whoa.
Surprise, I know. And I'm playing Tinker Slobbersnout, our lovable, mischievous kobold.
So good, so good. Trish would later perish due to a case of filth fever infection. She was seriously contracted
God.
somehow. Somehow.
Actually, that's a good point. We should probably get checked over by a physician after diving into the sewers multiple times.
we'll be
I
fine.
feel like there are
She'll be
lasting effects
fine.
there.
There was
Oh.
actually a small chance that Morel would have caught a disease from one of the rats that bit her in the leg, but
Don't worry, Dr. Tinker's on the case. He'll find that lab coat again and walk
Oh,
around.
I don't know about that.
honestly, that's still one of my most memorable moments. Just Tinker walking around pretending to be a physician and then getting offended by someone not having a hand. I'm like, how? How could you do this?
Look, I think it will go down in memory because it was one of the first times we really got a good look at Tinker. It's like someone like I can't remember what I was responding to, but like Tinker's not evil. He's a shit stirrer, but like everything he does is either to further the goal that he's pursuing, or for knowledge. Those are his two things. Like he's doing It's like,
Knowledge.
there's nothing else.
But you know what else is power? Eldritch Blast.
That's true.
Eldritch Blast is
Quality
really,
blast.
really good.
Quality
Yeah.
Looking the thug, that was for fun.
How did you get here? Probably through one of the many, many raids
Must
you
have
had.
raided.
Welcome in, Skoad.
Welcome.
Mm.
I often ask that myself. I'm like, how did
He's
I
like
get
a
here on a
3-year-old. Oh my
like-
god. I
have no
I'm just-
knowledge of this place.
I'm just gonna say that by our by our world's standard, you know, Earth,
Mhm.
Tinker would be a minor.
Oh, is that why he was talking about all the holes and tunnels and stuff?
There you go.
I like
No,
it. I like it.
Good
Look,
He's a minor.
Look, I, for one, kind of knew this, but I was hoping it wouldn't get brought up. But
Oh,
yeah,
they don't
Tinker
know.
is actually young.
He's
He's young.
I mean, for his people, he's still considered like a legal adult. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying by our world standards.
Mm.
He's not quite like a 3-year-old.
No,
I know
no.
a couple of 3-year-olds.
Yeah,
He's
me
not a
too.
3-year-old.
He's
I
Tinker
got-
has much less impulse control than
And
a
a much-
3-year-old. So,
a much better vocabulary, but here we go. You know,
But a bit of vocabulary.
yeah. You win some, you
He
lose some.
can, like, he doesn't throw tantrums. He can actually argue for his cause.
Yeah.
But he will throw something. Just not.
He
He'll
will.
probably-
He
he'll
does.
spit at you. Yeah,
He
he's
will
kind of like
spit
a
at you.
llama.
I'm
like, more
upset no
danger.
one's
He's a
like
llama.
no one's got him to the point of biting yet.
He's a
and I'm just
llama
like,
lizard.
Yeah. You want to bite someone?
He just
No,
wants
all
to
you do
live.
is lick people.
Yeah, you've just licked people so far, and
It's such
frankly,
a good threat though. Like no one like think about it. You're
Just
tied
lick
up
them.
and then someone licks you and it burns.
It's so
like
gross.
yeah, but like, just take it the step. Just bite them.
No,
What are they gonna
No,
do?
because when it bites, right?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like you know, like if a Komodo lizard bites, I feel
Yeah.
like that's kind of what Tinker's bite will do. You know,
You mean a
I
Komodo
don't wanna-
dragon?
We're gonna reserve that.
Okay. Like it's gonna.
Oh
give you
my
a
gosh,
super
Danny.
infection.
Then you
We
know.
need it. Okay, next emote for Tinker is Tinker Lick.
I,
You're
I thought we were gonna get a Tinker noted as well.
Oh, I
We
feel
have
like
many
Tinker
ideas.
Lick is like.
Lick.
Yeah.
We could have a Trish noted. She is writing things down too.
That's
Oh,
Kind of her thing.
that's
She's a
true.
bard. You know.
You don't survive the Komodo. That's true though.
Mhm.
That's-
You don't survive the Tinker bite, probably.
Oh my
either.
god. Do you know what kind of lizard a Komodo is?
A
Big
good one.
Cuddly?
Yeah.
Well, I believe it's a monitor.
I have to go. Thanks for. This has been Natural 30s. We're really happy to have you here. I'm gonna head out. Oh my god, I can't believe. Okay, so for anyone who is in the dark about that one, so we had to pass like this inspection, and there was a lizard person there. This is in game, by the way, not IRL. There was no lizard person.
What?
in
But
real
you
life.
live in
It was in the
Australia.
game. Yeah, you might think so, but you'd be wrong. You'd be wrong. And after the game, I was chatting to Josie, and she's like, "Do you know what type of lizard that was?" And I was like, "No, I didn't think
Oh
to
my
really look
gosh, I
about
just
it."
got it.
And she was like, "It was a monitor lizard." And I was like, "I have to hang up this call right now."
Well, I described him as a monitor lizard in game, and then Cuddly was like, "Why did that guy?" It felt like he kept watching us, and I asked her, "What type of lizard is he?" And she was like, "No, no,
No.
no."
No. Yeah, aren't they the largest monitor? I hate it here.
They're pretty big.
I'm walking
They're
home.
pretty. Oh yeah.
Hold on.
God.
Yeah.
But
Hold
yeah,
on,
that's
I-
another session in the bank, which means that next week is gonna be double digits.
Oh, shit.
We haven't been
Oh,
in double digits for ages.
Double
Oh
digits.
my
That's
gosh.
pretty
Wow.
exciting.
Time
I'm pretty
flies.
excited. When you're
And
having
I'm actually gonna keep the title for this episode as what I had it on my work, like my project sheet thing. Today's title is gonna be called "All in a Day's Work."
Oh,
Yep, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. You know what? Actually, we need to point out that was like our first planned
Quest.
encounter. Like,
Yeah.
as in,
Yeah.
like we
You
entered the
accepted a
fight.
quest.
We accepted the quest. We entered the fight, and it was kind of like, aside from a certain squishy sorcerer getting up and close, we pretty much all fulfilled the roles correctly. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the tank got in there. You know, Tinker provided some range support. You know, Trish was did
The
barging.
sleep spells were great,
Oh my gosh, the
honestly.
sleep spells were amazing.
Mm-mm.
I think we
Yeah.
did really well.
You know, and the suggestion worked really well until you hit him with a rope enough times. that
Okay,
he broke
I want to
Yeah.
say this was a Darcy error. I
Well,
did
no,
not
because
know
no
that
one
damage
said
would
don't
stack
hurt
up.
him.
No one
No
said don't hurt him.
don't hurt him.
No one said don't hurt him. I had
That's
no
true.
idea. I
It
literally
doesn't
had no
say
idea.
on the spell necessarily. I mean, it probably does, but I didn't read
It does. If
so,
they
like,
take damage.
suggestion goes away. Oh yeah, because I just read it as I couldn't tell them to do anything dangerous. I didn't read it as if anyone damages them.
No,
Yeah.
if they take damage, they
That's such
sort
a
of
big
snap
deal.
out of it. That's also why the buddy in the water tried to chuck the spear, was to break the sleep spell.
That's what I figured.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
missed,
Tinker
and he's
knew
like,
that.
oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Darcy knew
and also because like for also like common sense reasons, the guy, like I love that no one pointed out the guy who had the bracelet. Like, oh yeah, we have on a record he can cast lightning bolt.
Whoops.
Like, I'm just saying, things could have gone very different in that fight.
Yeah, we could have. That's why Tinker was like so cautious about getting close, because I'm like, this guy can do some real shit. And then
He
Drew's
did
like, don't
have
get
some
closer. I'm
great-
like,
To be
The
fair, though,
combat
he'd
went
already
by so
cast
quickly.
Lightning Bolt today.
He
Ooh,
was out
yeah.
of third level slots.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
He also got, he was asleep for 3 rounds thanks to that sleep spell. And he did try to cast levitate on Trish to like get her up in the air so she couldn't do anything. Because it's one of those silly spells that are really fun to use offensively, because
yeah,
they just
yeah,
start like spinning in the air like ah.
I love Levitate. It's a good spell.
I gotta say, I was considering, because like on one hand we didn't want to hurt them too bad, but on the other hand, this guy got in a river in like what I assume was metal armor with a person who can just cast zappy spells. Like all I had to do was walk over and probably zap the
Well, he didn't know you could do sappy
No,
spells.
it's true.
Mhm.
No, and then I got in with him and I was like, well, there's no point now. But I guess we don't need to now. But I was thinking about it. Well, you know
We're
that I was
thinking
thinking
about
about
it.
zapping
Look, he
you.
would have been shocked.
He would have been shocked. So shocked.
he would have been dead.
Yeah, that's why I did.
He had 5 hit points left.
Oh my gosh, what about the big guy? What did he have?
He
Well,
basically was almost
he
untouched,
started
right?
he started at high 50s.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Oh,
Then he
Oh.
took
an arrow to the knee.
He took an arrow to the knee. He also got hit by 2 arrows, I believe,
He
total.
definitely took one to the shoulder.
No, he
He
took
did not.
damage
The other one
from
took the-
Dissonant Whispers, did a fair amount of
Oh,
damage,
yeah,
and made
yeah.
him run away, so he wasted his first turn trying to get back around the house.
Yeah.
And then he took an arrow to the knee, and he was at 34 hit points. No, 33 hit points when the 34 hit point sleep got him. And I was like, God damn it. And then after you slapped him, he was down to 31 hit points.
I was really worried
That's
you were
still
just
and
more
then
than
you
my
licked
max
him.
health.
Excuse me, I slapped
And
him
then,
3
and then you
times.
licked him.
Yeah.
Slapped him 3 times.
Like,
Yeah,
high
for 1
20s,
damage
high
each,
20s?
and then you licked him.
For
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
How hard do you have
he
to
was
whip
down
someone
under
with a
half.
rope to do 1 point of damage?
No. See, Tinker tied it in such a way that a
Mm.
little twang would reverberate along all the other ropes and
Mhm.
become a slap at the end.
Mhm.
Just like whipping this poor guy.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Again, if you want to know where Tinker learnt that, maybe I'll explain it tomorrow on our
Oh.
D&D online.
I guarantee he
Yeah.
won't explain it.
I said maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I don't
Because
believe
I think
believe
we're
it,
gonna sign off and head somewhere.
it. Ah, yes.
Where are we going?
We should.
We should. So
bed. We're going to bed.
Excuse you, I've got an Xbox conference to stay up for.
Oh, I have
I'm not
work.
going to bed.
True.
I'm
That's
going
true.
to bed.
He's right. He's right.
It's true.
It's true. He's right. Well, we got. What do we got? We're going somewhere.
We're going somewhere. We can. We
can.
will send you.
We'll tell you.
We will. You know what? We could send you to someone doing a fantasy game at
Oh,
this
shit.
point in time. Yeah. Would you like
Oh,
that?
shit.
You love fantasy games,
We
right?
love fantasy games.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
All
they're
right,
all right.
we'll send you there.
So Cuddly's gonna send us somewhere. People,
Oh, you're
tune
gonna love
in
it.
tomorrow if you want to see Roju Orban Aussie get lost in online Eberron.
It's so
And,
bad.
And maybe clear a dungeon without dying for once.
No, we
Our
can't.
dungeon
We can't
look,
like that.
these last couple of weeks has been on point, let me tell you.
It's been
I
great.
know. It's been great, and we will be back here with the D&D next Sunday. Next Saturday, there will be something else. Me and Cuddly play games. Also, feel free to join that Discord. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll
Follow
see
some
you next
TikTok.
time. Follow TikTok. Follow everything.
Go
Go to the link.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.